Hello, everybody. Is it? Yes. Hello, everybody. Welcome to Mario Paint. Uh, yes. uh, and yes, this shirt is very tight. I got it from Goodwill. It's a very weird, colorful shirt, and I thought before we get into the Bob Ross.
The Bob Ross.
I thought before we got into that, I would fiddle around with this tool, I guess, and see what there is. That way I'm not scrambling to do stuff during, the thing. I have at least fiddled around a little bit to find the mouse speed, because this feels so much better. Oh, this feels so much better. I'm glad I found a lap board and mouse pad, desk. What do you call these really large pads? I don't know. Okay. Some of these things I have no idea. So I can put letters and Japanese characters. Whatever that is. I have no idea what some of these tools are. How do I do like more? I already found myself trying to use a mouse wheel. I want a mouse wheel. I miss my mouse wheel. What is this? Oh, wait, can I just... Oh, I can just... Oh, what is this, then? I have no idea what that's trying to do. Where is, how do I do other letters? Found it! Found it. Cool, okay. So wait, if I go with that... Oh, interesting. Okay, so that's numbers, got it. Then you have the... I assume Japanese characters. Kanji. Interesting that they would include this on the American copy. Oh. I don't really want to play around with Mario Paint's music tool. Sorry to say. Look, it's nothing against it. It's just not really what I'm looking for right now. I can create my own stamp. Oh, interesting. So, if I save it... I love how long it takes to save for a SNES game. So how do I use a stamp? Would it be this? No, it would not be Luigi. Where can I find my stamp? Also, I love how left and right clicking just go back and forward. It's interesting. Got shapes. Tile sets? Just tile sets? That I can just hold and drag? Okay. Is that a finger? Interesting. Some of these I can barely see. Like, is this supposed to be a whale? Yes, it is. And then this is just these are just patterns. A heart pattern. Rose. What is this? A moon? Moon. More patterns? Yes. Even more patterns! I'm starting to hurt my own eyes doing this. Then we got the solid. I can just immediately erase, right? Yes. I'm pretty sure any of these, because I have fiddled around a tiny bit with some of the tools, but really did not go in depth. And the dog is undo. Got it. Dog is undo. Spray tool. Okay, I am going to erase everything. There we go. Huh. Okay. That's a line function. And then these are solid circles. It's interesting that absolutely everything has its own sound effect to me. Everything has a sound effect. Everything has a feel to it. All these quickly. Hello, Captain. How are you? What do you mean, all these quickly? Oh, what is this? No, 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 no. I don't want to do. I'm not in for the mini games. I am not. What is this? A frame? Cool. I can set my music? Oh, all these quirky animations. Thanks, Phone. Autocorrect. Interesting music? Very plain, though. Is that just off? That's just no music. No, no. This kind of feels like Animal Crossing. Well, this is almost space fantasy. I don't know. Default is best. Default is best. There's no point in saving or loading anything right now. Let's check out the coloring book, I guess. Happy birthday! Why is this just random? Why is this just a question mark? Why not just a fish? Interesting. There's not a whole lot of tools. There really isn't. Especially since I can just do that to him. Wearing those cool shades. Those cool guys. He's blindfolded. Mario, no! Anyways, we're just gonna boop. Yeah, there we go. I don't really know what. Oh yeah, that. Okay, I have checked this out. This copies whatever you select, and then just. What the fuck? Hello, game? You self-imploded? What? What happened? This is what I get for doing physical cartridges. What happened? Oh my god. What'd you do? Okay. Does this game even have actual save capabilities, or is it just save it until the game ends? I don't know. Don't do that again, Mario. Please, please, for the love of God, don't do that again. I have no fucking clue what just happened there. Oh my god. I need a drink. Some good old tea. Please sit on solid ground. Do not spill, please. Oi. Maybe it crashed? I don't know. Mario Paint is too much for its own good. So really, none of these other things, I have no clue what this is supposed to be. None of these other things I can really do anything with. So I guess I'm really just delegated to these three, like small, medium, wide tip, and then spray tip, and then extra wide Luigi? Guess? There'd be no real point to this. Yeah, there's not really any tools for me to really use. Let's re-quicken that. What is this? Oh yeah, the frame. Yeah, that's everything I can use, realistically. And then what is this? I have no idea. What would be nice would be, like, being able to mix? I can't mix paints, can I? I don't think I can. Yeah, I don't think I can. I think all I have is really just these colors, and hope for the fucking best! Just erase. Just bye. And then these are the different sizes for eraser. Okay. Okay. I think Bob, we're ready. I think we're ready for Bob. What? Out of 31 seasons... I mean, Captain, if you want to choose, go right ahead. You're more than welcome to. Out of 31 seasons, and I think, like, 13 episodes per season? Just a random 1 out of 31 and 1 out of 13? So I have no idea. I have no idea any of these. A lot of squirrel. What is this picking? Bob Ross episode. An episode of Bob Ross. Out of 31 seasons, and out of, I believe, about 13 episodes per season. Just pick 2 random numbers in between those two. 26-8. So, give me a sec. 26-8. There we go. Oh, I have capture mouse on. It's like just so that's not annoying. Capture cursor, turn that off. There we go. Okay. There we go. Alright, Bob! Let me also turn this up a little bit. Give me your magic.
Hi, welcome back. Certainly glad you could join us today. Thought today we'd just do a little painting. It's a lot of fun, and I think you'll enjoy it. So let's start out and have them run all the colors across the screen that you need to paint along with us. While they're doing that, let me show you what I got today. Today I have my regular old pre-stretched double prime canvas up here, and I'm using an 18 by 24, but you use whatever size is convenient.
And my canvas is already white, it's fine.
Contact paper or sticky back paper, and I've just cut an oval in it. Might not be able to see that too plain yet. We will by the end of the show. Just cut an oval in it, stuck it on the canvas.
Also, my picture is a bit wider than his, so
it's all wet and slick and ready to go.
It'll be fine.
Let's start today with our little 2-inch brush. We'll go right into phthalo blue. I like phthalo blue. That's such a beautiful, warm blue color. Get a little bit on the bristles, and let's go right up in here. And today, let's just do a happy little sky. Just one that I think you'll like. Just doing little crisscrosses, something about like that.
Yeah, sure.
We'll come right on down. Maybe right
Again,
there.
this is going to be a lot wider than Bob Ross.
I think we'll have some water in this one. We'll just go across and
water?
put in some water. If you've painted with me before, you know I'm an absolute fanatic for water. I love it. I think it's so gorgeous in paintings. There we are. And anything we don't want to be water, we'll just paint right over it. Doesn't matter. Now then, I'm going to go back into that phthalo blue, same identical color, but this time I'm going to tap. I'm tapping the bristles into a very small amount of color. See, there's not much paint there. I'm just tapping.
Just a tiny bit.
I'll go back up here. I want to make an indication of a big old fluffy cloud that just floats around up here in the sky and has fun all day. So I'll just tap it in.
It's a very dark blue cloud.
Identical, same color. only darker.
It's a very, very blue cloud.
Just gonna tap in some basic shapes. Something about like that. And tell you what, let me get the little blender brush.
Is this episode running fast? He's just speeding through this. No, this is how Bob Ross does it.
All these colors without tearing them up. So you can go right over the top of that. Just blend it. Our regular brushes are a little bit too firm to blend like this. So
Sure.
This is a super way of doing that.
This is how fast Bob Ross does it for
Fluff
a like 25-minute
keep
episode.
going over and over. Each time you blend it, though,
Yes.
it gets a little softer until it finally will just.
I don't
it'll
have
just go
anything
away
to
and
really
leave you.
blend.
All right. Now then, maybe, we'll take a little bit of black,
Maybe what?
a little bit of blue, and some white. I want a color that's very close to the sky color. About like that. A little roll of paint. Let's
You want
go
like
up in here.
A lighter
Maybe way back
blue?
in the background. See, it just barely shows. That's what I'm looking for. Back here somewhere. Maybe there's a big old mountain that lives way back in there somewhere. It's far away.
Oh, you want it like
Far
darker?
Just
Shit,
looking for a little,
Bob,
little quiet one up
You know what? I'll keep the light
I'm
blue.
gonna take 2-inch brush and grab that. I want to blend it to soften it even more.
Well, the shades of blue.
Till it
So
just about disappears right up here in the sky. We can just blend right over the entire mountain. This little rascal, when we get done, it'll just barely show back here. Might not show at all.
barely.
It's all right.
Barely.
Okay, now let's make a big mountain today. For that, let's take some black.
Big mountain.
Black. I'm gonna get alizarin crimson. A little more crimson. There we are, black and alizarin crimson. Maybe a little bit of Prussian blue, not too much. I want this to have sort of a lavendery flavor to it. Pull it out and get our little roll of paint again.
Lavender, huh?
Now let's go up in here.
That just looks
Come right
pure
up in here.
black.
Let's make a big mountain. There it comes. Comes right there. Let's have it come down. Just let your imagination go. I think let's do a big old crazy looking mountain today that give you a lot of practice using the knife. And it's a lot of fun. Mountains are one of the best things going to give you practice with a knife. And if you make friends with this knife, there's just no limit to what you
Maybe
can
this
paint
is
with it.
working.
I think I mentioned in some of the
Is
earlier
this
series
working?
we've done entire paintings using nothing but the knife. We would just have it come right out like that. Whatever.
Make friends with the knife. Hello, Swole. I'm making a
Just
mountain.
Change the
I
shape
think.
however you want it, because this is your world right here. Scrape off
All
all
right,
the
Bob.
excess paint. Really get in there and scrape it off. Take a big
Yes,
brush,
scrape my brush.
pull that paint down. Once again, that removes excess
Are you making
paint.
friends? Great haircut. Thank you,
And
Swole.
it's continually blending with the liquid
Thank
white
you,
that's on the
Swole.
canvas. So your
It
mountain
was $17 on
automatically
Amazon. It
will
doesn't
get lighter
fit.
and lighter down here toward the base. Right now, it doesn't
Oh,
look
and
like
lighter?
too much.
How about let's
But
do
hopefully,
this?
in a few minutes, it'll get a little better looking. All right. Let's mix
Maybe?
up some color to go on our mountain. For that, today I think I'll use white, maybe a little black in it. Gray it down some.
Some
maybe a little
gray.
more. There. Just white with a little bit of black in it. Something like that. Cut off our little roll of paint. Let's go back up here. Maybe
A
today,
light gray?
let's have a mountain that maybe is highlighted over here on this side. Just let that flow right on down. Comes right up here. Boom. There. Big old mountain that lives way back here.
Ooh.
Maybe. Yeah, let's have it come right down.
Maybe this is translating.
I know.
I'm not
Let's have it come
sure.
on out
Not
here.
gray, white with a
Okay.
little bit of black in it.
When you're doing your painting, you decide where
can't-
your
I
mountain
can't
lives, what
mix
it looks
colors.
like, how the angles are, where the highlights and the shadows are.
Might be better with
Totally
this.
and completely
might
up
be.
to you. I'll mix up a little more. You take some white, a little bit of the Prussian blue. We'll put some black in there to dull it down. Don't want to overmix. I'm even going to put a little brown into it, a little dark sienna.
Definitely don't want to
Van
overmix.
Dyke. So see how marbled the color is though? I want to keep that.
Yeah.
Because that's right there in that roll of paint.
Too bad I can't do that.
Then with that, we can come up here and we can begin adding in a few little shadows. Just a few little shadows. They live right in here. There. Just little sneaky things.
Like that?
Pick up a little bit of the
Oh,
dark
little
sand.
sneaky shadows.
Just let it bounce right along in here like you can see some of the mountain color.
Little
There we
sneaky.
go. Just sort of let these little things play and bounce across here. Very gently.
Maybe?
I'm going back to the solid dark color that I used to make the mountain.
Oh, the solid
Put a
dark
little bit
color,
of that
yes.
here and there. See, that makes deep, dark areas in there. Just sort of separates everything.
Maybe I should have used brown for the
Just a few
mountain.
of them, here and there.
Maybe I should have used brown.
I'm going over in here, put a few little things to make that look very deep and dark. Little area in between there. Maybe, shoot, I tell you what, maybe there's a little peak in here. I don't know.
Like a little bit of pink.
Come right along with a little bit of the highlight color. Drop that in. Then we
I
can
hope
begin
I'm doing
playing.
this right. I don't think I'm
But I
doing
just
this
want a
right.
little projection that lives right out there.
Bob, you just
Easy.
destroyed the mountain you just made.
Just to make
It's
it stand
gone.
out. Look
The
rough,
mountain
ragged.
is just gone. You just did.
All right, anywhere you want to put little dark areas. And at home, take your time and just really get in here and play and put all these little things in. You'll be amazed at the kind of things that you
Cool.
can
That
create
was
in your world.
a pointless step, Bob.
Just let them happen. Let them happen.
Just let them happen.
There, just little things that live in there.
Bob, I can't
Some
do
of these
much
dark
else
colors
with
just play
this.
through. Well, a mountain climber would have a rough time on that one even. Okay. Now then, I want to create a misty effect down at the base of that.
Oh, no.
Yeah, just get a clean brush. That one's not quite clean enough. And just begin tapping. There. And gently, gently, gently lift upward. Now then I'll go right into, let's get a little touch of the sap green, a little bit of that mountain color. I'm just going to mix them together on the brush here. Just looking for some various colors. Back to, oh, that's
Brown?
right there. Let's go up in here. And we'll put some little things right in here that eventually, hopefully, will look like little trees that go right up the side of the mountain. Because we're going to lift them upward. Just give them a little upward lift.
Oh,
There, see them? All kinds of
what a
little
terrible,
things that live in there.
terrible color.
Just pop them up. That easy. Just load a little more paint there. Pop these up.
Maybe.
But see all the different planes that you can make in there?
Yeah.
Look at there. You'd have to track all the way up here to get clean up that mountain. Whew, we keep going here. We're going to have Mount McKinley. I used to live
Oh,
not
Bob.
far from Mount McKinley. It's one of the most gorgeous places in the world. Let's wash the old brush.
I'm sure.
Shake it off.
I'm sure.
Just beat the devil out
Gotta
of it.
beat the devil out of it.
All right.
Got
Today
to
maybe
beat
I'll
the devil
use a
out of it.
Little round brush. And let's go in. We use a little bit of that mountain color. We'll put a little bit of sap green with it. Be right back. I'm gonna grab a little white over here. Ooh, that's a nice color. A little more green into it though.
Nice color.
All right. Okay, let's go up in
We're
here.
doing like a dark green?
Maybe there in our world's a little footy hill that lives right here.
I can never tell until he puts it on the paper.
Like so.
Yeah, like a dark.
I don't know where it goes. Don't know that we even care at this point. It goes wherever you want it to go.
Sure.
Then grab this and lift it up. See there? Just another layer.
Yes.
Now I want to create mist at the bottom of this. I'll take
Sure.
a 2-inch brush, just a clean 2-inch brush, tap it. That'll soften the bottom of it. Make it very, very soft.
So,
Okay. And maybe let's have something a little darker in there
Sure.
now. Let's have,
Sure.
Yeah, maybe some little bushes that live right in here. I want to put a dark area against the lights.
like a really
Still using
okay.
a little small round brush. Just put the indication
yeah,
of some little
just-
things
just
that
use
live
brown, just use
way
brown.
back in the distance, far away. Far away. There.
These are still far away. What?
I'm gonna go back.
What do you mean they're still
Once
far
again,
away?
Mist this. Just misting the base of it though. And this little misty area, as you can see above there, that becomes your separator. That separates the different planes in your painting, or the different layers. I'm gonna add a little bit of cadmium
I'm still
yellow
trying to figure out the
same color
perspective here, Bob.
that I did the back one
What-
with, and maybe put another layer in.
What could possibly be the
Yellow
perspective
ochre
here,
too. There,
Bob?
that's much better. It stands out better now. See, just lift
Like
it
a
up.
yellow? Or light green? Light
Very
green.
gently. Very gently. And that'll give us all kinds of little things that live way back in there. Lightly, lightly. Just barely, barely touching. Let's see here. Let's take a little bit of green, a little bit of that black into it. Let's just put something here. So
Oh
we'll
my
just lay a little
gosh.
color on. Then you can just take a,
Just
take a
a tiny
fan
little
brush and
bit
lift it
of
up.
bit of black.
Look like little trees that live way back there. Just lay a little
Tiny
thick
little
color on. See, pop it up. That easy.
Is
A
it?
little touch of the liquid white. Pull it out flat. A little bit of that same color, that greenish color that we were using before. Put it in the liquid white. Then I get a little bit on the edge of the knife.
Like
We
yellow?
can go right up in here. Make it look like little grassy banks right along in there. Something like that. Okay. Back to our old brush. It has all those colors on it we use. Let me add a little more. And while we have this here, let's pull that down. Just make a happy little reflection.
Oh,
Goes right
okay.
out
I
there.
need to.
See, I probably should have done this before I put the water line in.
Oh, we
need it easy.
probably should have, Bob.
But we can just go right
I
back.
probably should have.
It's easy to do. Because as you know, we don't make any mistakes. There we are. Okay, good. Now then, maybe. Let's see what we got going here. I got to clean off a spot. To
I don't
work.
know
Even
why
a
it's like-
palette this big.
Why is it
Run out
like
of room
dying on me?
Let's take some black, Prussian blue, alizarin crimson, put a little sap green in it. Okay, maybe a little more green. Wipe off the old knife. We'll go in here with the, I'm using a number 3 fan brush today. Okay, let's go
Ah, of course.
Maybe in our world there lives a few little evergreen trees.
Oh, it's
Right
the trees.
there.
It's the trees.
Something about my cat. Give him a little friend that lives there with him.
Bob,
You know me, I think everybody should have a little friend. There we go.
I don't know how well this will show up, Bob.
Another one.
Oh, another one?
There. Little rascals live everywhere. Okay. Find my brush there. Got too many brushes going. Maybe right in front of here, we'll put another little layer. That'll help push those trees back a little bit further. Each layer causes more and more depth in
Little
the
bit yellow.
painting, and it just
Little
gets
bit more yellow.
deeper and deeper. Okay.
I can barely see it.
Now then,
It's
time
so
for
deep.
some big decisions. I'm gonna find a bigger fan brush because it's a little bit faster. I'll go back into that same tree color. I'm gonna make another tree. That was so much fun. Load it full of color, a lot of paint. Let's go up in here.
A lot of paint,
Maybe.
huh?
You're right, there it is.
Oh, over here?
There he lives. Little tree lives right there.
Oh no, big decisions.
Hey, that's getting to be a pretty big tree. That's all right. It's our
Okay,
world.
so
We
like-
can make a tree any size we want it. Any size we want it.
Like this
In fact,
big.
let's make one even bigger.
I'm gonna just.
There. Use just the corner of the brush, and as you work down, push harder and harder, forcing the bristles to bend. We'll separate them with highlights. Right now, we're just looking for.
Well,
just looking
all
for
I've got
basic
is a
shape. That's
spray
all.
can right now, Bob.
Just take the
So
same color, little round brush here. Maybe there's a
Gonna
little,
have to
little
count
peninsula that
it.
sticks right out like that. And if we had all that, we need a reflection, so we might as well just drop it in while we get the old brush going. There we are.
and another even bigger
2-inch
tree.
brush, grab that, pull it down. Instant reflections. That easy. Let's see here. There's one that's not too dirty. Take a little bit of yellow, a little bit of sap green, yellow ochre, Indian yellow. And occasionally, I'll probably hit a little bit of the bright red. Okay, tap a little color on the brush. And maybe up in here, we'll just have a few little highlights right in there.
Oh, are you doing like a
little
log
more color on
cabin?
here, so it shows up a little stronger. There we go. That's nice. That's nice.
This?
Baby. Just make a decision. See there? There's a little.
There's
bush
a
there, little yellow flowers
lot
on it.
of there's a
That's
lot
just
of
one those happy
awful
accidents.
colors on screen. It's
Works sometimes.
it's a
There.
vomit
We have all
mess
kinds
of
of little
paint.
things out here. Take a little bit of Van Dyke brown. Let's just come in here and put
Van
in the
Dyke?
indication of a little land.
Van Dyke brown, really? Is that a color?
Little touch of brown and white. Come right back. Put in a
The mountain looks nice
little bit
though.
of
I guess.
highlight on there.
As
Take
nice
some
as I can get
liquid
it.
White. And with that, just cut in indication of a little water line. Something like so.
Do that.
Maybe. We'll get the small knife. I'll do. Maybe there. Come right up in here. Maybe there's some little stones. See here?
Oh, little
Live
stones.
right out here in
Okay.
the water. Just some happy little stones.
Little happy
Some of that
stones.
little highlight color. Just go across like that. There we are. A little touch of the liquid white. Put some water lines around those little stones. Look at there. There they come. There they are. We'll get the old
That-
2-inch brush here.
They're there.
Maybe. Yep. Let's have some nice big bushy things that live right up in here.
I don't have.
There. Careful, I don't want to cover up my little
Let's
stones.
just-
I like him. Looks like a little way to go across there. All kinds of little
We're going
things.
to move this.
Just like that. Maybe that comes all the way up there. I don't know.
There we go. There we go. There we go.
You make the big
That
decisions.
works, I think.
There.
I don't want to
Back
make
to my
these
brush. It has
decisions,
the
Bob.
greens on it.
I just
Come
come
right
right
in
in
here. Put the indication
Bob!
of all kinds of little highlights on
We're
there.
done.
Very
There's
colors.
too much.
Little yellow ochre I added right there. Ooh, nice one, nice one. Don't kill all those dark areas though. Sometimes it gets good.
kind of
You get
already
carried away
did.
and You kill all those little dark areas. That's what makes your painting deep. Save those, treasure them. They're your best friends when you're painting. Your absolute best friends. Take care of them. Take care of them, because you always
Oh.
have to take care of your friends.
So much for the stones, I guess.
There we go.
I can barely even see that
Annette and
there's
I were
water.
traveling for many years. I don't travel and teach much anymore. I got too old. We had
You
too many
started with a
instructors
lake
that do
and
it now,
decided
but
to
Annette and I
end
traveled
with
for many years. and we
Yeah.
met some of the most
Yeah, no, he did.
fantastic people
He
in the
definitely
world.
did there.
I still keep in touch with a lot of them after all these years. Now, maybe we'll have some more water down here. So we just grab this
Oh my god.
down. And go across. Look at there. See? you just decide where you think water should be and drop it in. We'll come back in here. Put us in a little
Seems like
water
you've been
line.
doing a lot of the deciding, Bob.
We can take a small knife, put a few rocks here and there. There's a rock.
More rocks.
A little bit of highlight on a rock.
More highlights.
Pull that over a little there. A little more of the liquid white.
I don't have any more room, Bob.
Right.
Where are you getting this room?
Come right along like that. This painting has, whew, it's got a lot of planes in it. It just goes back forever. But that's good. I like that in paintings. Let's put
Yeah.
a little tree trunk in here. A little brown, a little white. Okay. Find our fan brush.
Put a little tree trunk.
Put some green on it. And we'll come back in here. Put a few highlights on our little evergreen tree so it
That's a little
stands
too
out.
much
Don't
white.
put a whole bunch of highlights because evergreens are normally, they're
a
normally
little too
pretty
much
dark
white.
anyway. I want to keep them dark.
We're putting yellow on it.
Especially down
Okay.
toward the base. I want them to get darker and darker, darker down toward the base. Now then, let's take bright red, dark sienna, Van Dyke brown,
Yeah.
making
There we
sort
go.
of a reddish brown color here. Okay, maybe in our world, let's go up here. This is your bravery test. In our world,
Oh,
there
is it
is-
now?
Phew, boy, there it does now. A big old tree hangs right off the side of this canvas. I'm just putting in some base color so that our lighter color will show. Maybe right there.
How far down
I know,
are you going?
I know.
I'm gonna wait until
Let's
you
get
finish.
crazy. Maybe there's another tree over here.
You gotta be
There. I know that's scary. After you work so hard to
Bob.
put these things in, then you get up here and some fuzzy-haired crazy guy tells you to to drop a big old tree in. I know that's scary. And
Bob!
in the world, if you don't want to put this tree in, you don't put it in. You don't put it in. But if you want to,
Cool! I've already
let's see here.
I've already done it, Bob!
A little brown, little brown, little brown. Right there on the fan brush. Put a
Optional
little white on
tree,
one side,
yeah.
and go. Gotta have some kind of tree trunk to hold all that up. Like that.
Absolutely.
On the other side here, maybe this is an old wiggly tree. There we go.
Wiggly tree.
Take our liner brush, a little bit of that same brown color, and we can put an arm or two out here. Wherever you think these old tree limbs should be, up to you. Totally and completely up to you. Here we go. There's some over here. Maybe here's one that the leaves are on it. Sort of a
Little
naked.
tree limbs.
There. All right, we can come back. We'll go right into yellow ochre, bright red mixed together. Whew. Nice color.
So
And
like
let's put,
orange?
yeah, isn't that great? Let's put some leaves up here on these trees, just using the corner of the old brush. Just like so. Just like so. If you have trouble making this stick, add a little bit of paint thinner. There we are. If you go on the other side, look at that. Isn't that fantastic? I've painted
Yes,
thousands
what the
and
fuck
thousands
did
of
you do?
paintings, and it still gets me excited to see this work. I think it's a moment of truth. Let's bring the camera up here and let's take the contact paper off and see what we got. Look at there. Isn't that something? I think we can sign this one. Take a little paint thinner, a little bit.
How the hell did he? How the hell did he
Really
seem
hope
to
you
fuck
enjoy
it up and then
This is
fix it?
Quite a nice little painting. Give you a lot of practice with all the equipment. I think you'll, as I say, you'll enjoy it.
It
From
looks
all of us here,
good.
I'd like to wish you happy painting, and God bless, my friend.
Somehow, I can tell it's a mountain. I can tell these are trees. Sort of. I don't know. It kind of turned into. I love the hair. Hello, Amy. How are you? Yeah, it's not. Bob streaming. How did he fix it? Oh dang. How did he fix? Somehow, some way, it went from kinda blobs of color. How do I paint a bush, please? I need to know. Oh, like this. You take some green, do that. You take some lighter green, do some highlights, and then yellow, and then there. That's a bush. That's a bush in the sky. According to Bob, I can only undo once. I can only undo once. Okay. We're just gonna cover that up just a tiny bit. No mistakes here, just happy little accents. There we go. Anyways, this goes beyond my comprehension. Had to look it up. Van Dyke Brown is named in honor of a painter. It's a brown which originally used dirt as the pigment. Skybush, yes. Anyways, first painting done. First painting. It turned out, honestly, kind of good. Somehow, and I can even just do this. Boom! It's a painting. It's framed. We can frame it. Anyways, let's do some more. Why not? Let's nuke this. Just a big ol' bye-bye. Alright. So out of what was the, how many seasons was it? 32? I think. Alright, so I'll let it go to whoever says it first. Out of 31 seasons. So 31 seasons. Pick a number between 1 and 31. And then pick a number between, I believe, 1 and 13 per season. Whoever wants to say it first. And we'll do whatever that painting is. There's so many. There's so many. There's a lot of squirrels. There's an incredible amount of just like birds and squirrels and stuff. List of the Joy of Painting episodes. Well, I mean, it's all just right here. What is this? Did somebody make a little figure of Bob Ross? For a second, I thought it was like Adult Swim. There's so many. He's just feeding a baby squirrel. Can y'all see that? Yes, you can. He's feeding a baby squirrel. He's a lot of squirrels. A lot of squirrels. Bob Ross, can you draw a sexy Sonic the Hedgehog? I don't know, maybe. Maybe. I don't think he'll teach you. He's more of a landscape painter. So many animals. I need 2 different numbers. A number between 1 and 31 and a number between 1 and 13. The Mario Paint? Sacrilege. Sacrilege. I love this lapel mic. I only bring it out for certain occasions such as this, but it works. God, I wish this shirt was larger. This shirt is so tight. Does anybody want to randomly pick an episode? And we can do another episode? There's many episodes of Bob Ross. There's many episodes. I like the squirrel. There's a lot of squirrel episodes, Amon. There's too many squirrel episodes. Like, Absolutely Autumn, Season 18, Episode 2. There's another one. But there's a ton. He loves the squirrels. He loves squirrels so much. It's a lot of squirrels. So many squirrels. So many. You love squirrels? Huh, that's nice. What was the other season we just did? It was season 26. Let's do this one, I guess. Let's pick one of these squirrel episodes.
Certainly glad you could join us today.
Hello, Bob.
I thought today we'd just do a fantastic little seascape. I think you'll enjoy this one. So I tell you what, let's have them run all the colors across the screen that you need to paint along. While they're doing that, let me show you what I've got done up here.
But he's very quiet.
Today I have my standard old pre-stretched canvas.
He's a very quiet,
the top is
very
just
quiet
plain.
man.
I've covered it with a little bit of liquid white. The bottom we've covered with black gesso, allowed that to dry completely. Then I went back and I had to make some major decisions already. I'm gonna have a big crashing wave in here. So where that
Speak
wave
up, Bob.
is, I've put a little bit of phthalo green.
Is
and
he a good
green side.
volume, or should he be louder?
Here I've covered with a little lavender made from alizarin crimson and phthalo blue. And the very bottom here I put a little Van Dyke brown. All of these colors are transparent enough.
He sounds fine.
That
Okay.
against this black gesso, they still look
Yeah,
black.
he sounds quieter than the last episode.
I covered the entire canvas with a thin, even coat of liquid clear before I put these transparent colors on. And that
So
allows
is
you
it
to
like
put a very
the whole
small
like
amount
bottom,
there instead
the
of
whole like
putting
bottom
it
half is
thick.
black?
And works better. Okay, let's have some fun today. Let's do something maybe.
I think the whole bottom half is black.
I'm gonna start with a tiny bit of the Indian yellow. Don't need much. On the 2-inch brush, just a little. Okay, let's go up in here. Maybe we'll have a little
do that.
sun up here that's setting in the distance. So we'll just start off and just drop a little yellow right in here. A little bit of the Indian yellow.
Let's do that.
Something like so.
A lot of yellow.
Without cleaning the brush, I'm gonna go into a little.
Actually, it's more like
yellow
that.
Just a small amount, because it'll mix with the liquid white, and automatically you get all of these beautiful tones and values here. Maybe
Very many tones and values, yes.
up above. A little up above, a little down below. There we are. Right.
I think that's good.
And we
Let's move
just
on to
use a
yellow.
Little
Put
X,
some
a
down.
little crisscross.
Or, no, orange.
About
Like so.
so.
Not yellow. Shit.
Just to touch more of that. We let that sort of drift right
It'll be
on up
fine.
into the sky.
Happy little accident.
Where?
Remember that. Happy little accident.
Okay, none of that. I'll reach up here and grab the least little touch of the alizarin crimson. Still in the same old brush. And
Oh,
we'll
the
just
crimson?
work a little bit of that in.
Red? Okay.
And we'll sort of let it work down
that?
into the yellow. And it'll blend together and makes beautiful, beautiful colors. There.
God, I do not... Okay.
Okay, now,
We are just gonna...
maybe the least little touch of
Move.
that.
I'll move all this down just
like that.
a touch.
Now for the very top, I'm going to take alizarin crimson and a little bit of the phthalo blue. And we'll just mix them on the brush, because we don't need much. And we'll come right up in here. Maybe we'll put a little more blue. I want that a little more to the blue side.
Sure. Red? This guy's
So you
ambitious,
sort of
yes.
test it, and if it's not exactly what you want, change it, because this is your world. And on this piece of canvas, you can
It's
do
like
anything
this?
that you want to do. We'll bring it right down to the red.
Yeah,
Stop.
about that color.
There we are. See, that red acts as a barrier between the yellow and blue, and that way you don't end up with a bright green sky. Sometimes those bright green skies have a tendency to bother you.
You can do that your next screen.
Right. That's the fun part of this. Of course, the cat out through here doesn't
Eat the devil out of it.
Now, with a clean, dry brush,
Let's do like
be sure
that,
it's dry.
yeah.
You want to keep this dry as possible. I want to just
I don't
blend
have
all
a-
this
I
together,
don't have a
starting
way
in
to
the middle
blend,
area and
Bob.
blending outward.
You're being ambitious here.
There we are.
I don't have a dry brush like you.
These are the kind of colors that just make you happy. They really make your day better when you have all these beautiful little colors. And you blend this till you can't tell where one color starts and the next color stops. And when you're doing this at home, sort of step back and take a look-see, because it's very
Just
difficult if you're standing
pretend to
right up
blend,
against
I
it
guess?
to tell if your colors are blended properly.
Yeah, this is blending,
Stand
sure.
back, get the old glass of iced tea, and just relax for a second and look at it. And if it needs more blending, then go
I've got
back
my
and
iced
blend it a
tea.
little more. Tell you what, let's have some more fun. We get crazy. I'm take a little of the bright
Thank you,
red,
Bob, for the suggestion.
very small amount though. We don't need much. Just tap a little into
More
the brush.
bright red.
Just a very small amount. Let's go right in here. Let's put a nice warm glow right here
Like-
at the horizon. Something maybe
I like when people put a Metal Gear Rex into
just
Bob Ross.
little pink. Little pink.
Down here? Just down here?
Maybe there's a little cloud-looking thing there. Whatever we are. And then blend it.
Blend it.
And that'll look like
Sure.
a little pink area right at the horizon when we're done. Okay, let's get crazy today. I'm gonna make some
Stop
lavender,
getting crazy,
phthalo
please.
blue, and alizarin crimson, proportionately. Much more crimson than blue. Much more
Doing
crimson
like
than
a
blue.
Purple.
All right. Wipe off the knife. Now it's very difficult to tell what color that is because it's going to look black. Put a little white out there and mix it, and you can see what it's going to value down to.
So
Or what
purple?
it's going to look like when you put it up on the canvas. Great. Today, let's use
Purple.
the old fan brush. What the heck? We'll take the fan brush and put just a small amount of color on it because it's very dark. We don't need a lot of color. Just a little. And let's go up in here.
So purple.
Maybe in our world there live some happy little clouds that just float around all day. Just take the corner of the brush. And
Got it, purple.
creating basic cloud shapes. But don't just throw them in at random. Make a basic shape when you do this. There we are. Something like that. Maybe there's some little string right down here at the horizon.
I don't have a darker purple. This is as dark purple as I got.
There. Maybe over here there's one that comes drifting in. Give a friend here. Just however many you want. sort of look at it, make a big decision, and decide.
Very
what you
wispy
think I
purple
should do.
clouds.
Watch
Very,
it, watch it. I want to show
very
you something.
light
Take your
purple,
finger.
purpley clouds.
Take a little white. Let's have a sun up here. Let's have a little sun.
Oh, that's the sun. Okay.
Would
So
really
just-
work nice in this particular painting.
That's a terrible.
And just blend it a little bit. Let's just a little cloud that lives right here.
There.
Right there, just a little float.
There we go.
There he is. He floats right around the sun here. Really,
Oh,
he
that-
has
this
the
might be
view of
better.
that right here. You can see everything. He's got the best light here.
Yes.
Well, maybe he's got a friend that maybe it floats right around here. I think everything needs a friend.
Oh, he
Even a
floats
little
around
cloud.
here.
Gotta give him a friend too. Maybe this one comes right out.
Where's the
It comes right
squirrel?
across this-
That's what I want to know. Where's
Make up little
Where's the
stories about
squirrel that he brought?
clouds and characters and whatever you have in your paintings. There. Speaking of little characters, in this series, several times I've showed you my little squirrels. I want to show you another one. I'm just going to make a few clouds here while you're looking at these little rascals. But I think you really enjoy them. There's some of my
There they are.
people. Here's one. He was on my settee one day, and I had some magazines out. And he had to sneak up and look at the magazines, and there's a fox, if you can see it, on that Florida wildlife.
What kind of
And it
magazines,
sort of shook him
Bob?
up. I think he recognized the picture.
What kind of magazines
of
did
that
you show the
fox
squirrel, Bob?
and knew he was sort of a natural enemy. But he did his little war dance
Are they
and got out.
Are they just little animal magazines?
Squirrels get
Is that
excited.
what they
It's easy
are?
to tell, 'cause their little tails will just go crazy. I mean, they will do a dance. And that's so cute. There. Give me something else. And I have 2 males and 2 females. Shoot, who knows?
That's a.
Maybe
I will
some
say that's a very thin squirrel. For,
squirrels.
or sorry, a
They
thin
calm down.
tail for what I think of as a squirrel tail.
And we're still putting in some little clouds here while you're watching the little rascals. Shoot, we're just going cloud crazy. I tell you what, let's really get crazy. Here's a big one that lives up here.
Oh, a big one. Big one. I don't have any more room, Bob.
We're just using the corner of the fan brush. And just let these old clouds float around the sky. Clouds should look very free. But you do need to do a basic cloud shape. when
Yours
you do
looks
this.
better.
In classes, sometimes.
I'm trying to figure out what the bottom black bit is
They don't
for.
understand why it didn't turn into a cloud. You do have
This
to do
looks
a basic
amateurish.
shape. And we'll just blend
Bob,
it a little bit.
boss,
I want these
doesn't
clouds
know
to
what he
remain
is
quite
doing.
dark today.
boss.
So we're not going to do a whole
You
bunch
just
more.
combined
We're gonna
both
blend
of his names.
them, soften the edges.
Yo, boss.
leave them alone.
The black part is for the Metal Gear.
All right, I live in Florida. It's right outside of Orlando, where Mickey Mouse's house is at. And I'm not far from the ocean. I go
Bob.
down and study the ocean, or that's the excuse I use. Actually, I'm down there sort of playing and enjoying a few rays and
I used to
act
live
like I'm
right by the
studying.
ocean, right next to Mickey
watch
Mouse.
how water works. But if you have time to do that, or if you're close enough to an ocean to do it, it's a super way of learning how to make it all work and come together. If you don't, you can get books, or now they have videotapes that you can sit and study. You can see exactly how that water works, and it's a lot of fun. A lot of fun.
There's not much I can do left. Like,
All right, now all we're going to do
He's
is
just still making
blend it
clouds.
a little bit. Just blend it.
oh, blend it. Blended.
See there?
This is blended.
That's
Yes.
easy. Now,
Yes,
these
we're
little
all
skinny ones, all you have to do is
blending
blend
in
over
the
top of
entire thing.
it, and they work
Yes.
just
Bob.
fantastic. They just sort of drop right in there.
Absolutely.
And sometimes I
That
like
was-
to
that-
play a
that was
little
a
bit with
stupid-
clouds and maybe have a little projection in one that's maybe this little projection's coming out a little more. So you can do that just by
Little what now?
putting a little change of value in there. All right. And we'll just blend that a little.
Like,
It'll help give that illusion that sort of projecting out when it's all done.
what do you mean? What do you mean by projecting,
If
Bob?
there's one you don't like,
What does
blend
that
it into
mean?
The other clouds. It'll just go away.
What does that mean?
There. I just beat the brush to knock any excess paint off.
No, no,
Okay,
no, no.
let's wash this
That's
old
fine.
brush.
That's fine up there. I'm not gonna.
Wash our brushes with odorless
with
thinner,
more.
shake them off, and just beat
beat the devil out of it.
Okay, I have a little piece of masking tape across here. So we have a nice straight horizon line. Now,
Yes.
right along there, I'm going to take a little of my lavender color because I didn't cover it naturally because there was masking tape there. And just fill that in. Now, we're in business. As I mentioned earlier,
Business.
we had to make a major decision in this particular painting when we first started. So we know where the wave's going to be in this one. Because I wanted a little bit of green. So I'll take a little touch of the titanium white.
Excuse me, waves?
And come right up in here. Let's make our first decision. Let's say our wave lives right there and over. And maybe it'll just sort of float on out like that. Okay? That's really the only big major decision that we have to make at this point.
Oh, this is an
Back
ocean horizon. Got it.
Start right there.
Got it.
I'm going to exaggerate. I'm making little strokes like that. So it'll look like
Okay.
things are happening way back there. Now the
add
white's going to
like
pick
a
up that
little
nice
bit.
lavender color that's
That's a
already
little
on the
too
canvas.
much. That's a
All
little
these
too
little
much.
things will happen. As you get closer to you,
That's a
bring
little
more
too
of
much.
these
Okay.
darker
That
areas.
spraying is a little too much.
Kill them all. This begins to work and it gets to be
No,
fun.
no, no. I'm not gonna kill them
Have a
all.
tendency just to knock them all out. Don't kill them all. They're going to end up being good friends here. There we are. Wipe some of the paint off
All
the
good
brush.
friends.
Now we can begin. I better clean it. Now we can begin. I want to blend
That,
some of
that
this
looks all right. That looks good.
Just blend it back so it looks like there's little troughs between them and these ones that are right up close here. There.
Okay, do the dark.
We'll
gray.
come back and drop some highlights on those a little bit, and that'll separate them. Really make it nice. There we go. Now then,
I think this is working.
and that gives us a background already.
Yes. Yes. It does. I think.
Okay, now maybe our wave's going to turn right over like that. So let's go in here. We can
Our
use
wave's
a
gonna
fan
what
for
now?
that. It doesn't matter. Velvet fan, whatever. Take a least little touch of the cad yellow with white, just titanium white. But the least little bit of the
So
cad yellow,
this.
just enough to give it a tiny little yellowish hue. Then we can go up in here. If this is going to be the eye or the transparency in our wave, whatever you want to call it, make a big decision and really get in there and scrub some of that color in. Just scrub it in. There. And we'll sort of get it, just sort of work back a little bit as light plays through there. Now see, that's going to pick up that phthalo green and phthalo blue that we put in. And beautiful things will happen
Yeah.
automatically. And we'll take
Did Bob tell us whether this is
Make sure
at
it's dry.
dawn or dusk? Asking for our sailor friends. I have no
right in
idea.
there, and it's
I
gonna
have
look like
no clue.
the whole brush is moving. It's not. The hair stays in one place. There you can see it. See how slow? Only I'm going to do it quite rapidly. But the brush is barely moving. You just wind
What
it
are you
up,
trying to do, Bob?
mix it up, stir it,
What are you doing?
and you can make this as smooth as silk. Just absolutely as smooth as silk.
What are you trying to do?
The effect
Blend?
you can create using these tools that are quite unorthodox. Look at that. See that glow beginning to appear?
Sure.
So easy. And you could do this with a 1-inch brush if you wanted to. Now we begin thinking about shape and form and how little water's working in here. There we are. Already we're beginning to have some of the basic things in here that we need.
Maybe. I think.
Maybe while we have that old brush going, here's our sun. It's shining through here, and down underneath here, we're going to have some light reflecting. I'll take some of that same color, go underneath here, and just pull it straight down. Straight down. Like so.
Okay.
I know you're saying, Bob, you've really messed it up this time. And you may be right. We'll see.
So we're giving the like big sun reflection down here. Got it.
Create that
Got it,
illusion of
got it.
wetness and a sheen coming across water with lights reflecting across there. See, already you can see how wet that is. This is going to be a...
Oh, this is supposed to be in the
we'll
center.
have a beach up here. And already we have wet sand laying up there. Okay,
Got
I
it.
had several
This is supposed to be the
brushes
center.
going here. Let me grab another one. Take a little white. Now then, up in
Well,
here,
just-
this is the fun part. We have to make a big decision. Maybe our waves coming
That-
in here and going, shh.
No.
Gotta make those little noises. Grab it.
There we go.
And pull it.
There we go. There we go.
There. Just turn, crash.
There we go. It's fine. It's fine. It's
If you pull it
fine.
down too far.
It's just happy little accidents. Yes.
Clean fan brush, and you can grab it. This one's okay, but I just want to show you how, because this happens.
At least I
Take a
figured
clean
out my
fan brush,
mistake.
Grab it, pull it back up. You see that? I don't know if you can see it or not, but you see how you get there. Pull it right back up. You can pull that darkness back into the light, or you can pull the light into the darkness. Either way that you want to go. Up to you.
So now we need to.
It's a good little thing to know, because sometimes you get into little problems and where you pull too much light, and that'll save you.
This?
Okay, let's take a little.
Maybe?
A little bit of that lavender color, a little bit of the blue. I want it to the bluish side. A little bit green too. Oh, that's pretty.
Oh, he's trying to do a
Let's go up in here.
wave. That's.
And let's throw this
He's trying to do a crashing wave.
to
Okay.
create the illusion of a nice shadow in our foam. There it comes. There it comes, right on around. Maybe it just crashes over there.
I don't think I'm. Oh, I don't think I'm doing this right.
Your seascape
Oh,
usage,
shit.
where it crashes over and where the waves deteriorated to the point of collapsing. Let's see, while we have lavender and that old fan brush, let's have some fun. You know me, I like to get crazy with
Ah,
these.
it's fun.
I like to get crazy. Take a little of that lavender color. Maybe way back here, there's a little headland pokes his head way out.
I think I'm
here.
doing
Just
this
put that in
right.
the fan
Maybe.
brush. There. Okay. We'll let it come right
Oh, are we
down.
going back to? Is this back to purple?
Just setting right on the horizon, and setting a little bit down. And maybe a little darker color. We have it going. Maybe right in here. There's a bigger one.
Thought he was adding in
Closer.
Nessie there
It's
for a moment.
darker, and there's more detail in it, of course. Shoot, maybe it goes way on up like that. And this is still just that same lavender color. A little bit more to the blue side now. There we go. And
What?
We can take a little bit of white, a little bright red.
Wait, he's trying to do like.
There we are. Just mixing on the brush. So we have the lavender, bright red, a little white.
I'm.
Up in here.
I'm sorry, Bob.
Just tapping with the brush. I don't want this to be too distinct yet. As it gets closer, we're going to see more.
I don't know what you're doing, Bob. What are you doing?
These little stones look like they're setting right out here. But all you have to do is just tap with a fan brush. And form your stones. Form them. Don't just tap, though.
Bob is lost it. I have no idea what he's trying to do.
And with a clean brush, very gently, very gently. 3 hairs.
I get it's a wave, but like, what?
Look just like a little rock. Be careful. with
It's
the
a rock?
angles, though, when you're blending that with that big brush, and barely touch it. Just whisper like. Yeah, then we'll take a little white
Actually, for real, his painting looks amazing.
on the old fan.
What is this thing? What is this?
That too, it'll work just as well.
That's all I want to know.
Splashing right along in there.
Well, I don't know.
I like to make this is the fun part of seascapes, this foam. Just work it right around like that. There it goes.
Oh my god, it's Chaos from Bloodborne!
Around, I don't know. Something like that. Maybe it's a little down there.
Or KOS?
I still haven't played Bloodborne. I don't know who that is.
Pull a little bit of that over so you can see something collapsing in the background right there.
It looks like it.
There it goes. Now that one's crashing over also. And back to my fan brush, it has the lavender colors on it.
Oh, more
And
lavender,
some
what?
Van Dyke brown and dark sienna to that same lavender color. Because things are getting closer to us now. Maybe in our world, we'll have a big stone that's right there.
Also, I'm gonna...
Big old stone. Comes right down. And we just fill that up.
add a little bit more reflection, I guess.
Part of it's in front of the crashing wave.
So, like, okay, so we are doing, like, brown.
Now,
It's a rock. This is supposed to be a rock, a rocky short sunset.
We'll take a little titanium white, a little dark sienna, just throw that in there. Maybe even a little bright red into it, not much. Now just, once again, by just tapping.
Just put a little rock right
literally
there,
shape
I
these
guess.
Stones. Just tap. Make all kinds of little things in there.
So we're...
It's right down. Take a nice
Be
clean
whatever
dry
you want. It's your world, remember? Yes.
touch it. Pull.
There's only happy little accidents.
Touch
No
it.
mistakes.
If you want to pull a little of that color down, you can do that.
I'll add some
But you can literally
red, I
shape
guess.
one of these stones just like this. Because stones sometimes are sort of hard to do when we first start. Then
You don't say, Bob.
brush that has a white
You
on
don't
it,
say.
we can crash a little more of this red up here on these. All these little layers. A little bit over in here, wherever you want. Okay, now we got to start thinking about how this water is going to work in here. All these little things going on, little foam.
There's so much happening. There's so much
Just
happening.
lays down over here. This gets flatter. See that? Just lays down. Maybe sometimes there's another little doer right in here. Little wave. There we go. Let's have
I don't know about this one.
Let's have some fun. We'll take a little of that lavender, mix it with some titanium white. Maybe right in here.
Can we stop it with the white?
Highlight that. And shoot, let's put another little gray here. But just lay us on, pushing the knife very firmly. Very firmly. And if you want to,
Lord, he is good. Yes.
maybe there's another one. Add a little of that phthalo blue to that, not much. Oh yeah, that helps.
Oh, yeah, that helps a lot.
We got over here somewhere. There it goes. And all you're doing is laying on a little layer of paint. And we can take a clean fan brush and blend that back. Just blend it back.
Can't really blend.
Blend it back. Let
Can't
it
really blend, Bob.
there. But you can make all kinds of beautiful little
I wish I could make the spray paint smaller. I wish I could do the spray
liner
paint
brush.
smaller.
You can take a little Van Dyke brown. Maybe right up here, there's an old tree. Poor old tree. Maybe there's just some orange hanging out here. It just about had it. Times are rough up here. Fan brush. I'm gonna take
Really
a little
see the
sap
tree.
green, a little yellow. Let's pop in a little grass down here around his foot. So we want a little grass in there. Then you take your liner brush at home and put in all kinds of little details here. See, there's a little line around there. But begin putting in all kinds of little lines and foamy things. Little yellow.
Times
and
are
white.
rough up here.
Go back in here and begin highlighting all these little waves like that. See? Choo, choo, choo.
Oh,
There.
You know what? I did enough highlighting of the little waves. Those are fine. I can't really highlight white.
So I think we'll call that one finished. Hope you've enjoyed this little
Nice.
city. And from all of us here, I'd like to wish you happy painting. And God bless, my friend.
This one isn't as good. I will have to admit, this one's not as good. I don't hate it, but like, this part up here, I like it. Once it got down to here, then I kind of lost... I lost the plot. No. I lost the plot down here. I don't know what was happening. I still don't know what this is. I think that's just supposed to be a far-off rock. Whatever. It's whatever. I wouldn't have been able to do this myself, so... I also did mess up a few times, but whatever. I end up being impressed with B-Ross. You ran out of real estate, just flip your television on its side. That's a thought! That's a thought! Alright. Did a good job copying him. I did a good job with the tools I had. Alright. New one. Another Bob Ross. I'm on a Bob Ross roll today. Love the music. Just jamming out to the music. God, there's so many squirrel ones. Alright. Do we want to give another random 1 to 31, 1 to 13 number? Anyone will do. There's also birds and deer. What the hell? 78. No, well, actually, do you want, like, Season 7, Episode 8? Is that what you want? I can do that. Aim on. Yes, I need a season and then an episode. It's kind of hard for me to figure out which episode is episode 78. Let's see. Yeah. Do you want us? What is season 7, episode 8? Let's see. Mountain Splendor. Season 4, episode 6. Warm summer day.
Welcome back. I'm glad you could join me today. And today I thought I'd do something that's very
Hello, Bob.
soft, and very quiet. I think you'll enjoy it. So let's start out. I'm gonna take a large brush. I've already covered the canvas with Magic White. And I'll have them graphically run all the colors across the screen so you can see the colors we're going to use today. And they'll be in the same order that I have them on my palette. And I'll start with a little bit of alizarin crimson. And just
There's
really
very little color on his
nice
palette
even
today.
distribution of color. I'm gonna go right up in here and just here and there.
So just red?
Lay in a little bit of crimson. Beautiful, beautiful little paint color. Then without cleaning the brush, I'm gonna go right into a little bit of Prussian blue. Without cleaning the brush. And very lightly let it bounce around and play.
I mean, he's
Don't
doing
cover
it
up your crimson
very
because
fast.
the blue is so many times stronger than the crimson, it'll eat it all up. Just let it play. Maybe we'll go into a little tiny bit of...
Hey, he's not wrong about that fact.
Just a small
It does
amount.
heat it up.
And just lay some of that here and there. Just to gray it down a little.
Orange? Orange?
And we'll put a little bit of the pinkish color down in here. Just general.
Oh my God,
A
Pop!
little bit of the crimson. A little bit of blue. And we still haven't cleaned the brush. Just
A little bit of blue.
Soft little colors and let them go. Okay, now,
Oh my god, there's so many!
very lightly, I'll blend all this together.
Yeah, blend it.
Very
Blend
lightly, barely touching the canvas.
Yes.
Just like so.
Permanent red? Bob, I don't believe you're going to keep it.
Okay, and that'll give us a nice little background to work with. Now, let's put some little background trees in here. And I'll use the same dirty brush, and we'll go right
We're
into some
already at the
Van Dyke brown
trees?
and a little bit of the burnt umber. And we'll just take the corner of the brush here, and I'm just gonna lay in some basic little shapes. We're not worried about a great deal of detail here. We're just looking for very basic, quiet little shapes. Van Dyke brown, burnt umber.
Quiet little shapes.
Very, very basic. Just have fun, enjoy.
The trees?
There we go. Maybe
At
this
least his
just goes right
canvas
on
is
up.
basically
Just
the
like-
same as mine. At least that's correct.
All kinds of little background things happening.
Oh my god. Okay, Bob. There's a lot of trees.
This is your work.
There's a lot of trees.
Just let things happen, let them fall off the brush.
Bob, how many trees are you doing?
A little darker right in here, so we'll have a little separation. Okay.
I can't
While
really
have
do
this dirty
darker.
color on the brush,
Bob.
I know there's going to be a little bit of water right here, I think. So I'll just take the same color and pull down a little bit. This will end up being reflections when we're all done. But since we don't know exactly where the water's going to be yet, we really don't care where this goes. Gently,
Sure,
gently go
Bob.
across, very lightly. Okay. Now I'm going to take a 1-inch brush and go right into a little bit of cadmium yellow, little yellow ochre, and just mix
Alright.
these on the brush. I think I'll put a tiniest little bit of paint thinner into the brush, just to thin the paint down. So we got cad yellow, yellow ochre, and I'm going to take the smallest amount of sap green. Now there's 3 different colors mixed here on the brush.
So,
And we're going to go right up here. I'm just using the corner of the brush. I want to tap in some color. This is just background.
foreshadowing another lake, river, creek,
Just here and
pond.
there.
What'll it be?
Just barely touching
Hey,
the
it's
canvas.
more like this.
I'm not looking for detail yet. Just laying in color. Let's add a little bit more green to that.
If I can even see my own
Just here and there.
areas.
As I say, we are not looking for detail yet. These are just background.
No, we're
colors.
not. We're definitely
Let's
not.
put a
This
little
is
bit
all
of
just splotches of
permanent
color.
red and mix it in. Just to break it up a little bit. Oh, that's pretty.
Maybe
Very
this.
nice. Just wherever. Okay, now we'll take, after you have some of these basic shapes laid in, we'll take a clean, dry, 2.5-inch brush, and I'm going to use just the corner of the brush, and I'm just going to touch. And I'm going to soften all this. Make it very, very soft, very quiet. And you can take the corner of the brush and really soften up the edges. Make it look
Okay.
very far away. Just touch. There.
I can barely
We'll just
see,
quickly
Bob.
run through these. We
I-
want to make this very soft.
I don't know what I'm
very
looking
far
at,
away,
Bob.
Quiet. Look at there. Look at there.
So you want,
Great
like, a
big
little
brush
bit of
makes a little
this,
bit
I
of it,
think?
Soft things like that.
Or actually, you want like that.
Just give it a chance. Let it go.
Yeah, that's better.
And that quick, you get a beautiful little background.
Yeah,
Now we'll take
sure.
a little bit of the yellow, maybe, and I'll just drop in some more little indications here and there, wherever you want them. Remember, this is your world.
Okay, Bob.
You create the illusions that you want. Pull a little bit of that color down into the reflections. Lightly go across. Okay, with a liner brush and a little bit of thin oil here, we can go into some Van Dyke brown.
More Van
Just
Dyke
make
brown.
A few little indications here and there of some trunks. I'm not worried about a lot of detail, too far away. And you can lift upward or pull downward. whichever way is more convenient.
You know what? Black. Black. It'll be
Just here and there,
easier
maybe
to
back in here.
see.
Make out some indications. These will be me in the background.
There we go. There we go.
There. Now with a large brush, I'm going to gently tap here and there, just to soften and break them up. Now we can take a little bit of color.
Just wisps
Just
of
add some little indications
tree trunks.
through here. Not looking for detail. The other corner of the brush is clean, so I'll turn it over and I'll soften it. There we go.
There we go. Somehow that looks all right.
There. All kinds of little things happening. Now let's take some magic white and I'll put it on the palette and I'm going to mix a little bit of the brown.
Magic white.
Now this would be a very thin paint. Cut across it. And let's go right up in here. And let's just lay in all kind of little things here. Just let them go.
Let's
Look at there.
do that. There we go. There we go. You can actually
Super nice
see
little
it.
way to make a
Wait,
very,
Wikipedia
very
says that
effective
squirrel is Bob's
background.
pet squirrel.
And very
Probably. I wouldn't be surprised. Probably.
You can make these as soft as you want them, or you can make them very bright, very distinct. It's an individual thing, so that your imagination take you where you want to go.
That's more blue.
Okay. Gives us a nice little background. Now maybe there's some land that comes
Why
around
not?
through here. So let's go right into some Van Dyke
Actually,
brown with a little
depict that
burn
it's
umber
water.
mixed into it. Now figure out where you want land to be here. Maybe. There it is. There it is. There.
Okay,
Decision to
okay,
go.
Bob.
Just make a decision, let it go. There. See that quickly we have some dirt in here. Now we come back and put some grass on it.
Yeah,
All
he's
kinds
just
of
going
beautiful
for
foliage.
it.
There. Okay. Now then, let's put some highlights on there. And I'll take some brown, a little bit of Prussian
There we
blue,
go.
and white. I want to add a little phthalo blue to that, brighten it up just a tiny bit. There we go. Makes a nice gray, sort of a blue-gray. Okay, we'll load a little bit of paint on the knife, and let's go right up here. There.
Oh, is he making a
All the way
cabin?
in. It's very, very important. And just lay on a few little highlights. Just a few. And we'll take the same color and add white to it to make it another value lighter. And don't cover up all your first color. Put a few more highlights here and there.
So you want this?
Just let the paint break. You're using a very, very delicate touch. No pressure. No pressure.
No pressure. No pressure.
Okay. And let's take the old fan brush, and I'm gonna go right into some Van Dyke brown. A little burn
More
umber,
Van Dyke Brown. Okay.
and a little bit of white, so it's sort of a light color. I'll tell you what. Let's take and put a tiniest little bit of paint thinner on that. Thin it tiny little bit so
Okay.
it'll come off the brush a little easier. So we can go right over the top of this thicker paint back here. And maybe back in here. Maybe there. Just a little tree lives right there.
Ah, that's what you're doing. Okay.
He's
Big
got an
old
arm.
tree.
These are just little indications that are far away. And we can
Wanna be black.
begin applying some color to that. Now take a little bit of the cad yellow ochre, and some sap green. And here I'm just going to use a corner of the brush and tap. You're just looking for a color that stands out a little bit. Don't want it real bright. Just tap on some basic shapes here. There we go.
It's really hard to tap.
Just using the corner,
Bob.
making the brush bend downward.
Really hard to tap.
I'm going to add a little bit of paint thinner to my brush.
Also, using a ball mouse is kind of difficult. I will say that.
Stand out.
This doesn't lend itself to much.
It'll stand out and shine in the light.
Oh, was it just supposed to be up top?
Okay, now we can start
It was
worrying
just
about
supposed
what's
to be up
happening
top. Got
way
it.
back in here. Now, if you want to soften this, you can use the big brush and very lightly just use the corner and just tap.
I'm gonna reestablish
Bring it
the
right
trunk.
down. Any degree of softness that you want. Some people like to leave it brighter like that, and it's up to you, however you want it. Okay, going back into the brown. Now,
There we go.
this time, I'm going to put white on one side, or a light color. Dark on one, light on the other. And maybe, there's a nice tree, and he lives
Maybe?
right there.
Oh,
So you
okay,
do one
Bob.
tree and come forward. Always coming forward. And do another branch. Right there. There we go.
Yeah, like the
And just
entire
a few
thing.
indications here and there. Wherever you want them. And don't worry about making a mistake on the limbs, because you're
Alrighty.
going to put leaves on this tree so you can cover up your mistakes. Of course, we don't make mistakes. We don't make mistakes. We have happy accidents.
Don't make mistakes. Always.
Never make mistakes. Okay, now that'll give us a nice little tree trunk. And let's go right in here. We'll
Sure.
take some yellow. Let's add a little bit of permanent red to our color this time.
Just like that.
So I got yellow ochre, a little bit of permanent red. And as things get closer to you, they should get a little more distinct. You should be able to pick out more detail. And I'm just using the corner of this brush and just tapping.
Yes.
And you've got to make basic little shapes. You can't just throw these in at random.
Very thin shapes.
Think about limbs and little projections. Think
You and
like
your
a tree.
projections, Bob. I don't know what you mean by your
That'll give you a
projections.
challenge. There we go.
What do you mean by projections?
We just let
I
this
don't
go out
understand.
on the canvas. We don't know where it goes. Now, if you want to highlight it, you can take a little bit of color. I'm using a little bit of sap green, a little yellow. And just here and there, touch. Now, I'm not going to diffuse this one as much because it's closer, so I don't want to kill all of this.
This one's also kind of a mess of colors right now. I mean, I vaguely understand how this looks,
Let's
but
take
also
and we
really
can
I
use
don't.
Some little things back in here. Start working on these land masses. And here we're just dropping in some
Land
basic
masses,
color.
what?
Just wherever. And with a large brush then, we'll tap that. Just soften it. Make it very, very soft.
Okay.
Very
Well-
quiet.
This.
Okay, now then let's go maybe some color. Now, to me, this area down in here would probably be in quite dark shadow. So I'm going to leave these colors very dark. I don't want to kill all my landmass in here. I'm going to leave a little bit of the land show.
No, you don't want to do that.
And I'm still just tapping.
Yes.
Just another way to use a brush.
Just tap.
Make all kinds of beautiful little things happen.
keep on tapping.
And just sort of play with color, back and forth between all the colors that you've used today.
Yep.
Now, maybe we want to show some light coming through here. So I'll take a little bit of the white. This is just white added onto the same brush to indicate a little light shining through here. Tiniest little bit, barely touch. Maybe there's a little grass that grows right in here. Wherever. This is your
Yeah.
world.
Absolutely, Bob.
So you drop them in where you want them. There we go.
Oh, ooh.
Nice and soft and quiet.
Okay, we have some missing frames, I guess. I don't know what that was. I guess it's just how the camera recorded him.
It'd be a super place to walk and sit under the tree and read a book and talk to the little squirrels or the bunny rabbits.
Of course.
And
Of course,
you know my
Bob.
secrets. I talk to squirrels and bunny rabbits. Now, let's do another tree. Oh my gosh, trees are so much fun. This time we'll use a knife. I'm going to show you several different ways of making trees. And maybe there lives a big tree right here. And just let it go
Another tree?
wherever it wants to go. Van Dyke Brown,
Alrighty then, Bob.
a lot of paint on the knife.
Whoops,
A lot
whoops,
of paint.
whoops.
Pull that paint out flat. Like that. And just cut you off a big hunk of paint. Want this tree to have texture.
Texture.
Painting's dry, I want to be able to feel the bark. These back here are soft, farther away. This one's getting closer. Get my big foots out here. There.
Like a big,
There
thick
we go.
bark thing. Are you friends with a knife yet? I'm
Just gonna
trying,
pull it.
maybe.
There.
Getting close to it.
And since there's going to be a lot of leaves on here, we can just make indications and we don't have to worry a big deal about them being just perfect because the leaves are going to cover up most of them.
I think okay, I really do
We
need to
some bark on
accent
the tree.
the wood.
And let's
with
take some brown and white,
a black line.
and we'll put the tiniest little bit of permanent red in, just to sparkle it up a little bit. There. And we'll start, and all I'm going to do is just touch. Just touch.
Just a touch.
Little tiny bit of paint, touch. Just touch. Just follow right up the tree. Just where you think light would strike, make it brighter. I don't know. There we go.
What if I do this?
There. Now on the other
That's a
side,
bit better.
to indicate a little bit of reflected light, take a little bit of Prussian blue, and just lay a little color over here, cool color.
Cool.
Just helps give a tree a little more depth, a little more
Yeah, a
texture.
little cool.
Makes it a personality all of its own. And a little bit of grass growing around his foots. Cleans up the bottom. Okay, now let's take
True. True, Bob. True.
And we'll go right into yellow, sap green, put a little bit of Van Dyke brown there to dull it. Don't want it too bright. So we got yellow, sap green, little Van Dyke brown.
It's like a very dark
Now
green.
then, let's put some leaves right up here
Maybe.
on this almighty tree. It's a big tree here. Just still using just the corner of the brush. Work with your basic patterns. There we go. And right over the top of that one. Just right over. Your world, you can put it anywhere that you want it.
True.
Now then,
True, Bob.
I'm going back
That went a little too
to my
far.
brush with a yellow on it. And I'm going to lighten that same color. I've added a little bit of paint thinner to my brush just to thin the paint so it'll stick to this thick paint that we already have up here. And just here and there, lay a little bit of highlight. Just touch it like so, here and there. Let these little sparklers just fall right off your brush. There.
And a little bit of yellow.
Maybe there's something there's over in the corner, a nice bush. And I'll use a large brush and I'll go right into some Van Dyke brown.
Oh, a bush.
Little
Let's
bit
see
of
this bush.
Umber. And right there, right there. You decide where it's at and drop it in. Drop it in. There you go. And while I got that old dirty color
Little brown
on the
bush.
maybe there's a nice bush. There's right here. And it comes down. There we go. Come right on down through there. Now we can go back to our fan brush with a brown on it. And we'll put the indication of a couple little trunks in here. Just a couple little things happening inside. And back to our brush with the yellow on it. And just the corner of the brush. Drop in a few little shapes here and there. Maybe a little bit of red added in there. I have to sparkle that sign I got up. Make it shine.
That son of a gun.
Just let all these little colors just come right off your brush. All the little greens and yellows. I'm going to take a tiny bit of the thin oil and then down some brown. And we'll put a few little sticks that are poking out of here.
Already?
Just here and there. Let some of these little things just have fun. Maybe there's one that lives right there. An old dead one. Okay, we can clean that brush up. Let's drop in a few little happy things right down in here.
So many little happy things.
Now, we need something over in here. So I'm going to take a little bit of the same color and we'll put a little more dirt right in there. I think I'll make an almighty tree. This tree lives right there.
Another one? Bob!
Right there. That's how easy it is to make him. Van Dyke brown.
Not the wrong tool.
Give him a nice trunk. Keep strong. Big foot.
And there goes that bush.
Need a little bit of highlight on this tree. Made the same way as we did the other one. Just some indications here and there. A little bit of the blue. Blue. Okay, then we can go in here. Put some more grassy areas all down here on his foots. Just like that. And we need, I use sap green. We need some leaves for this big tree. And this is just pure sap green. And it doesn't matter if you pick up that brown. You're looking for a very, very dark color. This is so close. It should be very dark. And we'll put just a few very, very few little highlights on this.
Got it. Got it.
And I hope this has given you
I got it,
some
bub.
ideas and set your imagination on fire. And you'll do a fantastic painting. We'll sign this one. A little bit of thin oil.
Oh, sign it? Ooh.
And there we go. And I hope you've enjoyed this painting. Be looking forward to seeing you next week. And from all of us here, happy painting.
Yeah, I'll sign it. Well then. There you go. Signed. Yes. Oh my god. Beautiful. Beautiful, Bob. I wish the lake had a little bit more color in there, but beautiful. Ah, wonderful. I love it. All right. Ignore the Harley Poe album over there. All right. I'm still in the mood to keep going. Let's keep going. There's so much Bob. There's so much Bob. Like, I mean, like, there's a lot. The thing with Mario Paint, every single time, there's a lot of random color that does not blend, because it can't. That's the sad fact of it, it can't. I love how he does have a couple of his son, with his son in there. I wonder how his son, co-hosts. Let's try and pick another one. Also, I forgot, I need to toss away. Nice. Da 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 da. Ba da ba ba. Ba ba boo be ba da ba ba. Da da ba da. Ta da ba da. Maybe I should. Let's see. I'll pick one this time. Why not? Season 10, episode 9. What is that? Season 10, episode 9. That's Mount Noble. But it's one with the sun! See, the sun does a good host. Alright, Bob Ross Jr., I don't know what your actual name is.
Hi, welcome back. Certainly glad you could join me today.
Hello.
Today I have a special treat for you. I'd like to introduce you to my son, Steve. Steve travels all over the country teaching hundreds and hundreds
Steve.
of people the joy of painting. And I've asked
You have a
Steve to
deeper
come in today and
V-neck
show
than
you
your
what he
father.
can do in just a few minutes. So I'm going to turn it over to Steve, and I'll be back at the end of the show. Steve?
Thanks a lot, Dad. I've already covered the canvas with liquid white, and before I did that,
I
I
have
started
too.
out with a piece of contact paper with an oval cut in the center of it. And you do that with a scalpel blade, and you'd start out, you know, with a piece of cardboard or whatever, and cut out your oval, lay it on top, cut around it, and then you have this.
Correct.
Now they're going to run all the colors across the screen for you. And we're going to start out with a little alizarin crimson. That's a tongue twister there. Tapping it into the brush, always make sure you get a nice even distribution of paint. I put a little bit of phthalo blue in that too. And we'll just start right here in the center.
God, it's so hard to
Use
do
a
like
crisscross
circle.
stroke. When your strokes overlap, it adds movement to your sky.
We'll just
That helps out quite a bit.
We'll deal with it.
So I'm just
Actually-
throwing a general shape in there. Try to let your shapes get larger towards the top rather than down at the bottom. Now I'm just going into a little bit of phthalo blue.
I know
And
I
a
know
little
he's
bit
going.
more
Give me a
alizarin.
sec. I'm trying to move the circle
And maybe
down.
we'll throw a little midnight black in that. Nice dark color.
There we go.
And up to the canvas again.
That didn't work at all. Screw it. It's fine. It's fine. It's fine. It's fine.
Coming right around the
So
edges of it.
we did with
And bleed a little
red.
down into here.
with red.
Now while you've already got a dirty brush, go into a little bit more of that same color and pull it in
dirty
from
brush.
the sides. But don't kill your little
And then
pink reflection
dark
there.
blue.
That really makes it look nice when the painting's done. Okay. I'm going to use a clean 2-inch brush now. Just start blending in the center of the water. And
Okay.
move the brush outward. Use straight horizontal strokes though, because still water always lies flat.
Please won't someone think of the reflection. I
Now wash
don't
your
know
brush.
how to do that.
If you're
gotta beat the
frustrated
devil out
on
of it.
painting,
Gotta-
that's a good way
gotta
to
beat
take
the
out
devil
your
out of it.
frustrations.
Ah, yes. Your frustration.
Okay. Coming back into the center. Add a little bit more pressure this time and move that paint out. And don't be afraid of it.
Okay. So far, I have
Use
no
strokes
idea.
that lead the eye into the painting rather than out of it. In other words, make little half circles. Okay.
Okay.
Now we'll take our fan brush. We'll use a little bit of liquid white on that too. And why not? Let's get crazy. Throw a little alizarin crimson in it too. Make pink
Do
clouds
something
today.
crazy.
Okay, I'm going to start right up here. As long as you make little circular patterns, you're
Zoom
okay
in, camera.
clouds.
I don't know what he's doing. Okay. Let's do that.
Just remember that clouds are light and fluffy on the top and nice and flat on the bottom. So make your strokes real puffy on top. And on the bottom, kind of swing the brush side to side, like this. You really can't go wrong on a cloud because nobody knows what a cloud's going to look like. 'Cause nobody knows the way the wind blows.
True, Bob Ross Jr. I still don't know his actual name. Did I even say his name?
Back to that same half circle. Well,
Okay.
underneath that I'll add a little dark first.
Okay.
Looks like we need a little bit more liquid white to thin our paint down.
Steve Bob Jr. Ross.
Just recently I've taken on a partner to help me teach when I'm traveling around the country doing classes. His name's Dana
you do
Jester, and
classes? That's
he's
cool.
really good. And we just finished a class out in Springfield, Missouri at a little shop out there. And it went really well. Everybody really enjoyed it, and we even got a good recommendation letter out of the whole deal.
Interesting.
Always remember to pull very lightly on the top of your cloud
Yes.
here. You notice when I was blending under it, I hardly ever touched the top.
Add a little bit more. There we go.
What I'm doing here is creating distance in
I don't
the
know what you're
painting
doing.
by bringing forth planes. You can tell this is behind this, and this is behind this, because I saved
Can I?
the center area, the dark, rather than blending it out. And maybe we've got one little cloud up here. Okay, go across the whole thing real lightly.
And then, okay. More like that.
Now I'm going to do a mountain. And to do that, I'll go into a little alizarin crimson, a little phthalo blue, and midnight black. Same colors we used in the sky. Leave that kind of marbled and get a roll on your knife. Come up to the canvas. Let's have a big, high mountain today.
Oh, it's more like this. Oh, yeah.
Make this top peak real bold. This will be the main part of the painting right here.
Got it.
You really don't have to use much paint on this step either. As a matter of fact, you want to scrape it down to bare canvas right underneath the mountain. And over here, just maybe a little one.
Okay. There's a lot of noises happening.
At the very bottom.
There's a lot of noises.
Now, with your 2-inch brush, blend. Just pull it right out.
Gotta blend it
Follow
out.
the angles of that mountain. And don't worry about getting close to the top edge, because it's the dark that's supplied up there that makes it brighter. It takes dark to show light.
Ooh.
Now going through a little bit of titanium
It should have been
white.
black.
And we'll put a little alizarin in there. Basically the same colors through the whole painting.
I'll just redo that with black.
Okay. Come up to the canvas, touch, and just barely pull it. Now if you use a shaking motion, it helps.
That looks so much better, actually. And then we're going with white.
And to mix up some shadow, we'll take a little bit of the base color and a little bit of Prussian blue. And mix white with that. We'll have 2 shadow colors today, so we'll be doing something totally different. A little bit of dark sienna with that same blue shadow color, and a little bit of midnight black with that also. Okay. Back up to the canvas. Stroke of white here. Let the angle start getting longer out to the edges, and as you
Wrong
come
color.
into the center, drop the angles harder.
All right.
This is the hard part right here. I should say the easy hard part.
What does that mean?
Okay, for the last one, just a little bit of highlight.
Oh, there's one more peak. Sorry. Oop. Whoops. One more
Now
peak
we'll
that I
start
missed.
off with that blue shadow color we made, and just using the small edge of the knife, come up to the canvas and push up into that white and pull out. You might need to lighten that a tad.
Wait, what are you doing?
Okay, let's try that again.
What is he doing?
There we go. And in that, you want a little bit of that other color you made too.
Wait.
Always remember to push up into the paint.
I guess we're
That
just
drags
doing
little streaks
this?
out. It gets away from that
Little
split
bits?
in half mountain look. A little bit of dark. This is just the base coat I used on the mountain originally.
I hope.
Okay. A little bit of shadow behind this one. Always drop your blue shadow in first and then go back and put some more dark behind it
My what now?
to help bring it
Am
out.
I putting some blue in
See,
here?
watch what this dark does when I put it in here.
I'm just like accenting everything with gray.
Okay, maybe one more real quick highlight. And that'll about do it for the mountain. Now we're going to take a little bit of sap green on your 2-inch brush. Just tap it in like before. Midnight black and phthalo blue. Work it in. Okay. Let's just drop some foothills in here.
Okay.
Real quick like. The faster you do it, the better it looks. Pull up with a clean 1-inch. Tap. You don't even need to remove the 1-inch brush from the canvas at this point. You just keep smashing it. Okay. Darken the color up a little.
Okay.
And put another row in. Of course, the plane would be a little closer, and so it would be darker.
This one looks pretty good
Tap
so far.
again underneath this one. And we'll throw a little bit of land in. Using Midnight Black and Van Dyke Brown. Get a roll on the knife. Touch.
Bob Ross's painting
Pull.
technique really doesn't work with most paint programs. Not. Although I am liking this so far.
Exaggerate it.
Yeah. Wait, we're doing like.
Okay. Mix that same base coat with a little bit of white, and you've got your highlight color. Now, with your big brush, don't worry about it being clean. Just pull a little bit of that land out.
Okay.
And go across very lightly. Now, with the 1-inch, a little bit of grass on top of that land to break it up.
And it's gone.
Now, with a knife and a little bit of liquid white, pull it out real flat and put a little bit of black with it. Cut across. And just scratch in a water line real
Oh, we're
quick.
doing like... It's like a dark gray.
Okay, a little bit of yellow highlights this time.
Yellow?
Maybe a couple sticks and twigs right there. And possibly
You're just
even a
going
pine
at it.
tree.
All right.
Mix all your darks together for the pine. And load the brush really full of paint.
All of my darks.
Just come right down over that other.
Let's do like... that?
Okay. A little bit of highlight on those. Might need to put a drop of thinner with it. And maybe a trunk. Okay, I think we're ready to rip the contact paper off it now. I'm going to start up here at the top
we are?
edge and just pull.
Give me a sec!
And voila, we have it. Now, to finish this painting, there's a lot of things you can do, but I'm going to go with a birch tree, I think.
Oh, are we doing something outside?
And I'll start it right out here. Why not? Let's get brave.
Yes, yes, yes. Really quick, I just want to, like...
Just using straight Van Dyke brown. Putting rolls of paint on the knife.
Clean up the outside.
Make sure you exaggerate the curvature of the tree, or else they'll look like telephone poles. And you don't get any calls out here in the woods. Okay, straighten it up a little bit, as Dad would say. And maybe some highlight on that. Just using pure white with a little bit of the base color for the mountain in it.
Okay.
We'll start right up at the top, kind of making a C.
This is kind of the closest I can do.
Wow. Did I do that? It's amazing sometimes how easy it is
Yes.
to do this. And then other times, the toughness of it can also make it fun. Because if you didn't have those tough times on it, the easy times wouldn't pay off. I'm adding a little blue on the back of the tree here for shadow. And
Oh,
you want to
blue?
go back with straight midnight black. and put a last shadow on it, real nice and dark. Use lots of paint.
Kind of lost it.
Okay, less shadow over here on this one. Now a little bit of thinner on your liner brush.
Beat the devil
Go
out
through
of
that
it?
same black color.
No?
Get the paint almost like an ink consistency. It has to be very thin
Okay. I know what ink
in order for
feels
it
like.
to
Absolutely.
get on the canvas. Spin the brush through the paint. That puts a point on it. And up to the canvas.
Just jam it out to Mario Paint. Are we just making twigs?
Maybe a little more thinner in that.
I can't really go any further up.
Make a branch come across the trunk of the tree. Gives it a three-dimensional effect.
Trust me, I wouldn't be able to, even if I wanted to.
And kind of pop the brush back and forth. You get more geometric shapes.
Okay.
And geometrics is what you're looking for on this particular kind of tree. You only see these in Alaska. This is a big old birch tree. I suppose anywhere up north, really. When you start getting down to the bottom, just let them flow.
Okay. Cruelty Squad. Hello, Cruelty Squad.
Okay,
How
bring
are
this one right
you?
across the other tree. See that vignette
What is
effect
that
we're getting?
emote? Yikes! What do you mean, yikes?
A little more thinner.
Is it my hair? Is my Bob Ross hair not doing it for you? That looks great. Thank you, Amy.
And use a little more pressure. Let them get fatter down here towards the bottom. You don't really want to
Use
come
your
down
emotes.
past the halfway point on the tree.
Use your emotes, Cruelty Squad.
Because
Talk.
birch
Talk to
trees
me.
only have branches down so
How
far.
are you liking this Mario
If you put
Paint?
them any lower than that, they look kind of hokey.
Are we going to put the leaves on this
No use
at
goofing
all?
around on it too long.
I've spent a lot of time on this. You're just giving me branches. Is it just going to be a dead tree? I mean, this is the best one yet so far.
Okay, right down here at the bottom. Now this is the fun part. Just real quick like, smash in some stuff and make it curve around. That's all there is to it. And then with a dirty brush and whatever color's on it, throw in some highlights. Make sure you stay in that curve.
We're trying.
And maybe to finish it off, just a few sticks.
Couple sticks, all right.
Steve's finishing up the bottom of that painting. I just want to come in here.
Well,
and
that
thank
was
you
it.
very much for being a guest today. Isn't it fantastic what this young man can do? And you can do it
Thank
too.
you, Bob.
We look forward to seeing you again. And from all of us here, happy painting and God bless.
Wonderful. Where did Bob come from? Ah, he was off screen. He was off camera. What was he doing that entire episode? Camera guy? I don't know. Well, yeah, this is my favorite one yet. I actually really like this. Somehow this one turned out really good. Some of them are a miss, some of them are a hit. This one was a hit. I liked it. These are looking great. I know! They're good! They're somehow good! And then we destroy it afterwards. There it is. I've only been going for 2 hours? Let's do one more. Let's do one more Bob Ross. I need a number between 1 and 31, and a number between 1 and 13. Let's see. I'm glad I thought about this keyboard mat that I'm using. That I usually use for my computer desk right here. Amy, do you want to choose one? What was that about Florida? What? Florida's glory. He made a painting in the shape of Florida. Amazing. Amazing. Ugh. I still wonder what the hell this is. What is this? What is this? What is this face? I have no idea. Yo, bro. Hello, Eris Arian. Do you want to choose a number between 1 and 31? And then choose another number between 1 and 13? We're trying to figure out what Bob Ross episode to do next. Contemplative Lady. Is Bob Ross a live model for this? So the second number between 1 and 13. Sorry. There's only 13 episodes per season. So season 24, 7, okay. Season 24, episode 7. Backcountry Path. Ooh, it's a dark one.
Hi, welcome back.
Is this another one with the sun?
Today, and I thought today maybe we'd do something just a little different. I really believe you'll enjoy it. So let's start out and have run all the colors across the screen that you need to paint along with us. And they'll come across right there.
Do I need that background?
What you caught me doing up here. I have my standard old 18 by 24 inch pre-stretched canvas. And I take a little black gesso and a paper towel, and I just sort of daubed. I know I want a big tree here and here. Other than that, I really
enjoy whatever the stuff is, Eris.
Black gesso to dry.
Thanks for dropping in.
Now on top of that,
I'll see you later.
A mixture of liquid clear, midnight black, and a little bit of titanium white.
So
in other words, I want a very thin gray color. And I'm going to cover most of this with just this very thin gray color. And I'll just finish doing that here real quick. And all we do is just sort of scrub it in, like so. But this is an extremely thin paint. Liquid clear.
Gonna play Halo with us. All right, Eris, you enjoy some Halo.
And a little bit of titanium white. About like that. That's really all I'm looking for. Okay. And the whole canvas has been covered with that mixture. So just give us a little background color to play
Bob!
with. Sometimes we use liquid clear by itself. Sometimes we mix.
Bob, you don't do this to me. Why?
That's what we're gonna do. So let me wash the old brush. That's the fun part of this whole technique.
I gotta prep the canvas, Bob.
Shake off the excess.
Gotta beat the devil out of it.
Now that I want to add a few little hints of color here and there. I'll tell you what. First, I'm gonna take the thin paint off my palette and lay it aside somewhere, because I don't want to thin any of my other paints out with it.
Bob, you don't prepare the canvas like this!
Just so everything's nice and slick and color blends on the canvas. And the gray will help us mute or dull all the colors in this particular painting. Take a small, very small amount of alizarin crimson.
The bottom is very, like,
Really
dark,
be
dark, dark.
Stingy with it here. I don't want but a tiny little bit. Here and there and here. I just want to change the flavor of this gray a little bit, just to make the painting a little more interesting. Little crimson here and there, like so. Maybe like there's a little nice warm little spot shining through there. I don't know, whatever you want. And you can use any color that makes you feel good. There. Maybe.
I'm still trying to put the gray on!
The least little bit of the sap green. It really doesn't matter, but a very small amount. Just want some little splotches of color here and there.
Okay, he wants red and he wants green, okay.
Maybe something about like that. And I'm even going to touch the least little bit of the phthalo blue once in a while. And we'll just sort of blend that. But once again, the gray color that we put on it first will tone all of that down. There.
Sure, yes.
So we just have a lot of little colors happening in various parts of the painting. There we go. Maybe even a little crimson over in here.
Maybe.
It's really up to you. You make the big decision what you want and where you want it. Now then, a little titanium white right on the same brush. And
Little titanium white?
take the white and I'll put right in here. I want to create the illusion of soft, very soft, misty area back behind these trees. So the white will mix with that gray and you can see what's happening already.
Uh-huh.
It gives that illusion. And you could use the liquid black and do this. It would work probably just as well. I just happen to have this handy and that's what I'm using today. But the liquid black would work just as well. Might even be easier, who knows.
Here, you found me with my completed painting of an owl, but now let's mark over the owl with other things.
That. Maybe a little bit over in here. I want that mist just to sort of float behind.
Warn me, Bob!
There. I like very soft little misty paintings. They just do nice things for you. Okay.
Hey then.
I want to brighten that a little bit more, right in there. Right in there. I want that to be the softest area here. And it'll also have a tendency to bring your eye right there when you look at the finished painting. And that's where we want you to look.
Got it.
That's why we put that in there. Now see, some of these things with a black gesso, see the little spots and stuff? They will show right through that paint. It's transparent enough to allow it to show. When the painting's done, people will think you spent
Now, like,
tremendous
give a darker
amounts of
hue
time
around
painting
it.
each one of these little details in there. And you don't have to tell them you did it just with a paper towel, just gobbing it in like that. That's our secret. Okay,
All right, Bob.
enough of that.
A little secret.
Now then, let me grab one of the little half-size round brushes, and I'm going to take some Prussian blue, very strong blue. Don't take much. Some alizarin crimson, make sort of a lavender color. Much more crimson than blue, proportionately. Much more. Like so. There. Okay, let me wipe off the old knife here. And we just wipe the knife on a paper towel.
He did
just
do
clean it
yellow.
off, or
I'm not
soft
going to do
rag,
yellow.
whatever you happen to have. I'm going to load
Well,
this
actually,
little
he did yellow more
round
like
brush
over here.
by just tapping it right into the color. Just tap it. And let's go right back in here. Let's start with this tree. Okay. Now I don't want to kill all of these. I want some of those to remain in the painting. So they're very special. Take care of those. I want to save some of them, retain some of those. There we go. Now let's just tap in a very basic little tree shape. This is just sort of a lavender-like color, very dark. It could almost be black. You could do it in black if you wanted to. No problem.
I mean, it's all in black right now, so...
Something like that. Okay. And all we're looking for here is just general shapes. Once again, don't look for a lot of detail. We'll worry about detail in the foreground.
Right here, we just want it to look like a big old tree that's hanging out and just having a good time here. It doesn't take a lot of color because you have the black gesso underneath. The black gesso may be one of the neatest things that we've ever came up with. And we originally were going to develop all kinds of colored gessos, yellow and all that. But it's very easy to take a little acrylic paint and put with your white gesso and make any color gesso that you want. But it's difficult to take white gesso and try to make black. So that's the reason we've made black gesso. Anybody can make gesso in other colors. Once again, just a little acrylic paint and gesso.
Just a touch.
And you can make anything that you want. All right, now then.
Sure.
Take a
Sure.
little liner brush.
It looks better on the
Paint
recording. I will say that.
And go right into that same color. And I want
So
this to be
thoughtful
thin,
and kind of
almost
him.
like ink. So you can see it's literally running on the palette. But it's the same identical color. Let's go up here. Here and there, and there and here. I just want to put a few, not many, few little indications of some little tree trunks, stems, stalks, whatever you want to call them. Some little things that live in the middle of the tree and they hold it up. Keep it from falling over. Don't want it to fall over.
Yeah,
Make a big noise.
correct.
There. And some back in here that you can't hardly see.
Don't want it to
They
fall
should be
over.
very quiet. They
Make
shouldn't stand
noise.
out real strong.
Yeah,
I want them
I
to be
don't
very
want
subdued.
it to fall.
There we go. Just all kinds of little things that live back in there. And you decide how many there are and where they live and all of that.
Of course. Of
Okay.
course. But of course.
Shoot, maybe we'll just use that same old brush. I'll go right into a little caddy yellow. Be right back. I'm gonna get a little of the midnight black. I want it darker. Oh yeah, that's very nice. Black and yellow make a beautiful green color. And once again, all you do is tap and pick up a little yellow ochre, little Indian yellow. Just mix all the yellows and the black together. Makes a beautiful green, okay? Now then maybe in our world, maybe, yep, right in here. But not a great deal of color. It's too far away. Too far away. Maybe there's just all kinds of little bushes that live way back in here. Maybe there's a bigger one. But I don't want these very distinct.
Kind of more like a brown.
Quiet little bushes. Shh. There they cut. Maybe they just hang right out over here.
It's like a brownish.
And that sort of looks like a natural
Brown.
place for there to be a... I know. I got it. You begin seeing things when you do this. Watch. Let's make some brown. Sap green. Good old sap green.
Sorry, I'm already using brown, Bob.
And alizarin crimson in about equal parts. Makes a gorgeous brown. There
Does
we
it?
go. Sap green, alizarin crimson. And you can take it to the red side or the green side. Depends on the mood you're in that day or what you're trying to achieve. There, today I'm going to have it a little touch to the red side. Cut off a tiny little roll of paint. And maybe I go right in here. And maybe there's a little bank right here. A little bank out here in the woods. A place for all the little creatures to put their money. There we go.
Oh, you need an actual bank.
And I'm just really
Okay.
taking a knife and using it flat and pushing that and rubbing it in so it goes right into the fabric. Really want to grind it in there.
You just made a literal bank. Okay.
Yeah, a little titanium white, some of that same color. And the least little touch of it. And I want to come right back in here and just touch. And then the more you rub it, the darker it'll become. I don't want this to be too bright, too distinct yet. It's too far in the background. So you can put it on this very bright and then you rub it a little with a knife. And you can just soften it right on down to whatever degree of harshness that you want. A little
Alright.
dark back in there and it'll look like there, little indentations and rocks and stones and all kinds of happy little things that live way back in the background. Add the least little touch of bright red to that. Just to give it a little pinkish
God, I
flavor
wish I
to
had
it.
a thinner knife or a thinner marker.
Like so. Now,
Whoops.
back to my little small round brush. A little more of the green on it. Let's have a few little bushes.
Sometimes
that live
we
right
do
in
make
here.
mistakes of
Like
the
so.
wrong color.
Just tap it like that. Let them just come right over here. They're just hanging all over this like that. There, some little lures growing right out in here, wherever you think they should be. There. So I want that to look very grassy. Like there's all kind of little ferns and stuff over
Face.
there. All right. Then a little more of the brown, and we'll put a, oop, there's another little stone. But just work in layers, doing one little stone at a time. See, let that just work and play. Come back with our little round brush. Bring another one. But work in layers. It's most important. And that way you can just push the little stones right back into the bushes. Okay, back to our little brown color.
Alrighty then, Bob. I see what you're doing.
This would be a
I see
beautiful
what you're
place
doing.
To have a little path. We have to have a way of getting back in there. So we'll just do something about like that. And I'm really, really pushing firmly. There. I don't know. So you can hear probably how firm pushing is. Don't know exactly where this is going
Bob.
to go.
I do.
And we don't care at this point. Whatever. Now then, we'll use a big round brush.
I looked down and he's already got like all of this.
Big ones and medium sizes and little ones here, all kinds. Actually, there's only two sizes. Okay, maybe.
I'm so glad I put
maybe
Bob
to close
below
the
me.
path, yeah. Maybe we'll have some happy little bushes that live right here. You can use this brush sidewards or up and down. Depends on the effect that you want. If you want to make it look like there's little things hanging over, use it sideways. And make it upstanding, use it like that. Just up to you. If you don't like either one,
I don't
you
really
can
have a way to
use
do
a
that,
different
Bob.
brush. There. All we're doing is putting the
Darken it a
dark
little
so
bit.
light will show. Okay. Nice little dark area in there. And let's take
Going
another
all the
that
way
color
down.
we had. I'm gonna add a little yellow ochre to it. So I got yellow ochre, brown, white, a little touch of red. All those nice little colors. Very lightly. Barely touch it. Just begin. Look at that. See that? Now we got a way to slip back in there. Little bunny rabbit can run right in there. Go back in there and hide. Or maybe he wants to go back and see his brother lives back around the corner. There.
Hey,
Brother's
okay,
name's
Bob.
Jim. I met him one time. No, that's my brother's name. I'm sorry. Oh, there we go.
Okay, Bob.
Okay. Something about like that. It makes
Bunny
sense.
Rabbit's brother's name's Jim.
Then we can begin adding all kinds of little bushes and grassy things. Maybe I'll finish up this little side right here. Doop, doop, doop. See there? I want that little path just to sort of look like it's going way back in the distance. There. All kinds of little things. Work in layers, though. Work in layers.
Absolutely, absolutely.
A little bit more black. Then take the yellows. Let's take this nice little green color there. There we go. Grab some sap green. I got sap green up here. That'll change the flavor again. Just want to change the flavor continually. They're all green, but each different green just as a little
What are we
different.
doing?
And in the woods, you have all different colors of green. There. So don't be afraid to have a lot
Okay.
of greens, even though they're close together. They'll look different when you finish your painting.
Are you going all the way down? What are you doing, Bob?
Tell you what, I'm intentionally going to leave that dark right there because that'll help. You'll see. It'll help set everything off.
Okay.
There we go.
Okay.
Like this big tree up here. I'm going to leave it dark. There we go. Just layer after layer after layer, but darker and darker down here toward the base. Down toward the base gets darker and darker. There's a whole clump of bushes there now. We're not even sure anymore how many bushes live there. There we go. decided I need a little doer right there. Oh, take
A little what? I
take
didn't see it. What?
the old liner brush. Find a little bit of brown, a little bit of white. Make a light brown color, very thin, very thin. Let's go up in here.
All right.
Here and there. I'm going to put the indication of a little stick and a little twig. There'd be some sticks showing through all this many little bushes and things in here. There would be a few little sticks, and we need those. And it also helps create that illusion of depth and distance in your painting. There. Now, where's our little path going here? We'll take some.
I wish I could do
brownish
thinner.
color.
I wish I could just do pencil.
Let's keep it going on over here. Maybe I'll add even a little of that lavender that we had left over.
Even more brown. Okay, Bob.
We'll have it go somewhere like that. Then back to our little highlight color. Rub a little of that here and there. There we go. Oh, we don't know where this path goes. It just goes on around the corner, maybe. On around the corner. Tell you what. Well, there's one that's a little dirty, but we'll use it anyway. Grab an old 2-inch brush.
All right.
It doesn't matter if it has a little color on it. Be right back. Get a little of that black so I can make some green.
I love his little like. Be right back. I'm gonna
Let's
mix.
have some
I'm gonna mix some colors. Be right back. I'm gonna mix some more colors.
Maybe there's
Be
a
right back.
little
I'm gonna
bush
mix more
that's right
colors.
See the difference
I love it.
in the way these little bushes look between the big brush and the little round brushes. And it makes it look like there's all kinds of different things in your world. Shoot, maybe, tell you what, maybe there's a little grassy bank that comes right down like that. Right on down. Maybe it goes right on up in here somewhere. I don't know. Very soft. But we need nothing underneath. We have the color that was on the canvas, that
All right,
grayish
Bob.
color.
I think I'm.
It's just
I
mixing
think
it
I'm
up.
weirdly starting to
I'll put a whole bunch
understand
of this
what you're
here.
doing.
While I'm doing this, I just sort of put together a couple little segments of film with some of my little creatures on it. I want to sort of share them with you. This was my little squirrel when he was just a baby. Annette's holding him there. Isn't he just
He has
the
a fucking
cutest
baby
little thing? And then he gets a little older pretty soon, and this is what they look like. There. Aren't they cute? This is Peapod. You remember Peapod the pocket squirrel? Now you know why we call him a pocket.
There he is.
He's just the cutest little thing. And by the time you get to see this,
Peapod the pocket squirrel.
he'll be long
We got
gone.
we got squirrel.
That's one of them that I've raised and released. And you see how far he went, right out in my backyard. And he thinks foraging for food is running up the old man's leg. And this is what it looks like to him when he runs up and finds a peanut. But he's so cute. That's what it looks like.
Bob.
But aren't they the most precious little things?
Okay.
But as I say, I've raised them since they were just tiny little
Bob
babies.
and a squirrel.
I got a letter a few days ago from someone who thought we were condoning making pets out of these creatures, and I really don't. All of these creatures we turn loose back to the wild. I work with several of the rehab ladies around the country. Here in Muncie, I worked with Diana Schaefer, the bird lady. And in Orlando, I worked with
Ah, the bird
several
lady,
fantastic people.
I know about the
Carmen
bird lady.
Shaw and,
I don't
and
know
Ann
about the
Young.
bird lady.
She's the bird lady in
Online.
Orlando. And I just think these are super people that are doing a job that needs to be done. And there's somebody in your area that does this too, chances
What are
are,
you trying to do?
and they need your help. If you have time, stop by and give them a hand, and you'll find it so rewarding. Shoot, I go over to Ann Young's house whenever I have a few minutes. She just lives a little ways from me. And I sit around and feed the birds.
I have no idea what he's trying to do.
Because she raises thousands of birds every year and releases them. I just put a little brown here. I get talking. Now I'm making a little brown and white
Yeah, no, I noticed.
here.
What are you doing?
But I like to go over and sit with her, and she teaches me about the birds, and we feed them, and you love them, and they're just, you really will. I'll pre-warn you though, it's addictive, and you will fall in love with them. But it's worth it. It's worth it. Just lay a little grassy area right along here. I talk too much sometimes. I get on my little kicks with the animals, and off I go. There we
Oh,
are.
Bob.
Okay. See, I just wanted to make a little bank here and there. Tell you what, we can take a little of that dark color and maybe there's just a big
I'm gonna
hole
just like
right
make
there.
a line of like
This is
black.
just that dark purplish color. I want to make like a big recessed area. Place where some of my little creatures can go and hide at night. And I'll pull a little grass right over the top of it. See, now they have a little place they can go sneak back in there and hide. There. Something like so. Now then, up here. Let's take the big round brush. And we'll just tap in a few basic shapes. Most of it's done in the black, and we don't need much up here, but just a few basic shapes. There we go. Once again, see areas like this, I want to leave in there. I want to leave in there. Just let the black gesso show through. There's a big old tree. Take a liner brush. Oh, we'll use a little brown and a little white, whatever, doesn't much matter. Gonna cover most of it up. And this is where if you got an old wiggly hand, it really pays off. I want an old tree trunk. It looks like it's got some character to it. There. A few little things here and there. And we'll use a little half-size round brush. It's already got that color on it. A little bit of black, yellow, a little sap green. Mix them together. And let's just come right up in here and put the indication of all kinds of little leaves on here. There we go. There, brighten it up a little so you can see it a little better. There.
I don't want to leave
I
the
have a
black
tendency to
though,
paint
don't I?
paintings that are quite subdued, quiet, so sometimes I have to brighten them up so they show up a little better on television. But when you're doing yours at home, you decide what color you want, how bright or how subdued that you want it. It's up to you. Up to you. There we go. As we're traveling around, or used to travel around and teach, and that and I did for years, you learn that everybody has their own idea of what nature looks like and the way they want to paint it.
You're
I do a great
absolutely
deal of
right,
teaching
Bob.
anymore. We
You're
have a lot of
absolutely right.
fantastic teachers now that travel around. I'm getting too old. We got some nice young fellas like Dana and Steve. They go around and teach, and I take life easier. When you get old, you have to. There we go.
That's good, Bob.
A few little bushes and stuff right along in here. There. Just drop them in. Wherever. Yeah, let me take
So much for it being a foggy area.
a little light color. I'll put a little touch of paint thinner with it. And a little bit of dark color.
Like, wasn't this supposed to be like a foggy forest, and it's kind of
quite thin.
gone now?
And take my liner brush, go through the dark color first, then just pull one side of it to the light.
I'll add a
color.
little bit back on that.
Slipped away on you. Now I just want to make the indication maybe of a tree that lives right there. There he is. There he goes.
There we go.
Something about like that. And we'll put a few little limbs on him. This is maybe an old dead tree that lives out here. There we go. Maybe we'll even give him a friend right there. There. Okay, something like that. That gives you an idea. This is a fantastic little painting. I hope you'll try it because it'll really pay you great dividends and you'll enjoy it.
Well, I've already tried it.
His
I
lips.
do enjoy it.
Shoot, I think this one's about ready for a signature. Let's take a little
Signature.
paint thinner, a little bit of red. Let's just sign this one.
Well, we got the
Call it
First National
finished.
Bank of the Forest. I'll
As I
take
say, I
that
really
trade.
hope you've enjoyed this. Give it a try. Maybe you'll send me a photograph of your painting. I'd love to see it. From all of us here. Let me wish you happy painting. And God bless, my friend.
Ta-da! I actually enjoyed this one too. I actually really like this one. I I don't know if I liked the purple tree. I could do without the purple tree. But everything else, I really like. Without Bob, I wouldn't have been able to do this. Bob is a great teacher. Somehow, in 27 minutes, according to this, he does a wonderful job. He does a wonderful job at teaching. This is proof. I would not have been able to do this without his help. God, what was that? 5 paintings? That's impressive. That's impressive, honestly. Thank everybody so much for watching. I think I'm gonna call it there. We did a lot. Thank you to Captain Confusion, Amy Lark, Amon Hawk, Swolecat, Cruelty Squad, Eris Arian, for all being in chat today. Cruelty Squad always coming in on the random ones. I don't know why. And they only ever talk in emotes, so I have no idea. This has been fun. This was a great April Fool's stream. Maybe if there's enough demand, I'll see about doing another one. Maybe. This is fun. And maybe do it with different art programs, because I have a lot. There's quite a few art programs that I own. For consoles. Lots of fun to watch. Yeah. Maybe? Who's live right now? I don't know. Who is live? Let me see. There's not really anybody. Well, you know what? Let's raid Roy. It's his second affiliate anniversary. Why not? Raid Roy. There we go. Yeah, let's raid Roy. Why not? It's his second affiliate anniversary. I'm sorry, I didn't realize I was hitting the mic. I can get this off. Oh my god. Take everything out of my hair now. Maybe next time I won't do it with a wig. Ah. Thank you everybody so much for watching. I shall see y'all tomorrow with something else. Until then, y'all have a wonderful day. Remember, there are no mistakes, just happy little accidents. Great artwork. Thank you, Amon. Take care. Go have fun with Roy and his second affiliate anniversary. Goodbye.